Okay, I think I just heard an unmute. Hello, welcome.
There we go.
Welcome. What is this? Popology Weekly number 29. That's a lot of weeks.
Woo! We've been doing this for a long time, and we got a big prize pool here today with mere $40 prize pool at stake today. We got $30 for the winner and $10 for the runner-up. The stakes are higher than they've ever been in this tournament.
Higher than higher than they've been in a long time. Not many Battles 2 tournaments get prize pools, so it's
Yep.
a rare treat. And
Yeah, we're about to give
a lot of
we're
the
about to give
people
away a
here
lot of
are
money.
also children as well. So $30 is, I mean, that's like you get paid on Christmas, your birthday, and the occasional Battles 2 tournament. So
Yep.
options are limited.
Yeah, I mean, $30, right? That is almost enough to buy you an entree from Olive Garden. Almost.
Yeah, you could get like 2 Big Macs from McDonald's.
There you go. I feel like you. Is it really only two?
You get like 2 Big Mac
Inflation's
meals
really
probably.
damn.
I definitely can't get 3 Big Mac meals. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
two
know, man.
big, yeah. I mean, 2 Big Macs is still pretty good, right? Because if you eat that fast enough, right? I mean, you will double your weight just right then and there, right?
What are you thinking about this bracket? What are you thinking about this bracket? What are your
Okay, so let's
impressions?
look at the bracket, and I'm gonna actually pull up the meal stream because I don't have that pulled up.
Yeah, he's also just sharing a screen
Um.
in Discord. Is the bracket up?
Okay, so
But
bracket here, we got 15 players here today, and I think my pick with Mir, it's Balder. That's my pick.
you
That's
want to
my
make a
pick.
bet? You want to make a bet?
I
I
don't
know
have
my
money to
pick.
bet.
I don't have money,
Who are
but
you
we
picking?
bet
Who are
something.
you
We'll figure out
picking?
something to bet. Let's just agree to the idea of a bet, and let's come up with the terms and conditions later, because that's how all good contracts work.
Yep, sounds good.
Uh, so I'm definitely going with the little guy in the bottom there with the looks like a lion-esque profile picture. I think his
Oh,
name is
that cute little
M
K.
Lost 223.
That cute little K. You think he can take it home?
You want me to pick somebody to win the tournament? I pick somebody.
Oh. Well, there you go. Chat, who you picking? Who you picking? I got Bulliter.
Which bets?
Withmir's got money on I'm Lost. He's already taking out loans, business account loans
Oh, that's
already
the terms
to
now.
bet on I'm Lost, right? Taking out a mortgage on the house, right?
Yeah,
Um, yep.
your house, but
Pawning,
it
yep, pawning
works.
away the car. Yep.
It looks
We
like
got a
we
lot
got
of
our
money on
first
the
game.
line, and we're already getting started. It's Hubu versus Yeet Boy in round one. And these are best of three sets here with Mir, single elimination until we get to the finals, which is going to be a best of 5. Tell us what we are going on here with Mir.
And we got two bands as well. Interesting bands. I think for the first time in Battles 2 history, the Glue Gunner Tower is banned, which is a crazy thing to say. But the recent patch with Science Gwen, I've seen it do some crazy things. I'll say I haven't been playing that much recently, but
Right.
I've seen it. I've been watching. I've got my eye on things, and I saw. I don't know if it was Airtos. Somebody was streaming, and they had like the 3 fourth path glue gunners,
Hmm.
like Relentless, the Dissolver, and just like a glue hose,
Right.
and they used a cocktail, and it soloed as EMG
That's
and the
crazy.
insides,
Huh.
the whole thing. The
That is just
cocktail
crazy.
interacts with the glue right now from Science Gwen in such a way that it just deals crazy amounts of damage.
Hmm.
And the same thing with their level 10. It's basically the same effect, so that's a little weird.
Right.
But yeah, anyway, so that's super strong. So glue's banned. They're trying to figure out what they wanted to ban between like glue and Science Gwen, and so it ended up being glue, and I don't really understand the second one, but Super Monkey. I feel like
I
without
guess
glue, and without that, then it's
Yeah.
not that easy to run super. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
so I guess the way the rationale was that this meta with Mir, it's been consistently getting a little bit more and more passive over time, and they just wanted to make sure that those round 50 matches had zero chance of occurring with the super ban. Um, Now something else that I'll admit with Mir, I was not able to do my research on this methodology beforehand, but they did apparently banks are really good right now.
oh,
Apparently
banks have
banks
been
are
good.
really
Banks have
good.
been good for like 3 or 4 seasons. I think low key, banks have always been OP, but people just haven't known it. But they have
Speaking of
consistently
banks, look
grown.
at this. Hubu getting an 0-3-1 bank before round 9
It's
on
big.
Spaced Eco. What a play.
That's, I think, worth playing. And getting those banks 1 or 2 rounds earlier, it really compounds a lot, and it's really worth it. So he has actually, I would say, a big lead right now. The weird thing, and I guess I will talk about this game specifically. We are here to commentate the tournament, I suppose. Why
Right?
is Hubu running Quincy? I like ETN so much better as a hero choice here, in my personal opinion.
That is weird.
Because then you have to
I mean,
run
the one thing I
sub
could think
here.
is, yeah.
And
There you go. There's
the
the
thing
sub.
about that is you're basically wasting a tower slot at that point, because
Oh, we got a
there's
check rush
issues.
here from Hubu. Zebras on top of the grouped whites. Going to force ETN 3, and Hubu, sorry, Yeepu will be
That's
just
it.
fine.
That's all it
Round
forces now.
12.
Just ETN 3. And now he should force the camo. Hubu is misplaying hard right now.
Here we
Hubu
go.
needs to
Camo
force
leads. 2 sets of camo leads.
I think he's
I don't think he's
gonna
going to be able
try
to
to
force the
wait on this. I
camo.
don't think this is quite enough. And what's his third? It's obviously not super because that's banned, or else he'll automatically lose. Oh, he did buy the level. I think he
Boy
got it on round
tanks it.
15. A little slow on microing his bomb to first there, but he's alive.
Look at the
That's all that
Cerams on
matters.
Hubu's side with Mir.
It's good pressure. It's good
Double
pressure. By
cluster
the
on
way,
Hubu to defend.
Yeepoy got a bank up some point during that. Should have probably paid more attention
This
to
is
that.
crazy. Hubu down to 46 lives on that rush defense. Yeetboy got that bank. I think it was like around 12 or so. Both players now with the bank. Yeetboy with a 200 farm. But I'm very curious with Mir, how much that really early bank benefited Hubu, right? Because he got that bank really early, right? I feel like he's got to have some kind of advantage in eco or something.
You know what I would do is if I was Hubu right now,
right?
I would cash out this bank at the end of this round and send him like 4K. So, oh, he's thinking about it with the ceramics, but send him
Look at
just
these
like
cerams, yeah.
ceramics and force a boost, like and maybe like 3 clusters or death. But he opts not to get too aggressive. He just forces 1 cluster with like a $100 space ceram, tiny little eco pressure. So that's also probably the most traditional and best option.
Again, you're watching Popology Weekly number 29. On the commentary booth is myself, former top 25 player Red Laser Beam, and multiple-time top 10 player with Mir, providing the analysis commentary.
Analysis.
Round 17, Moab's available. Look at what Hubu's building right there. He's got a top path farm. He's going to send a Moab Heat Boy's way.
What is his thing?
And underneath, Cerams, purples,
here's
boost from
Cerams.
Heat Boy.
Okay, this is going to force at least a boost.
Forces the boost. Oh, he's down!
That second. Yep. Good, got him. Good rush, good rush. See, I was saying he could have probably done that like round 16 because I didn't think Heat Boy would react well. But he waited, and layering it with the Moab was smart there because then some of Yeet Boy's money goes into that Mauler, which really you need to cross path that second cluster and boost immediately. He misses the cross path in the second cluster, gets it late, doesn't get a third cluster or anything, so he just wasn't ready for that. He was just trying to defend the Moab. He didn't think about 3K cerams.
Right. We're now watching Bacon versus Carrot game 1 of this 3-game set. Carrot running Dartling Ice Farm with Adora. Pretty interesting setup here. What do you think?
Adora's OP. Dartling's awful. And his strategy dies instantly around 30. Dartling Ice instantly loses on round 30. But Adora is like low-key fire. She's a really good hero. Like she's just really good in terms of like defense.
Round 10,
heroes.
Bacon trying to sell the Necromancer. He's going to be a little bit late to this Necromancer. Does get it up. Will Carrot try and rush? Carrot no Hydra Rocket Pods on his screen here so far. Or actually no Ice Shard, sorry. That's the defense that you want to build here with Dartling Ice Farm. No rushing on round 11. Are you surprised with Mir?
I'm not really surprised. I mean, I don't really think either one of them should rush right now. I mean, you could argue maybe that Carrot should be a little bit more aggressive, maybe punish the bank as soon as Bacon gets it. That's what I would do right now is, for one, you start feathering in some like RBE balloons, like grouped whites, grouped blacks here. I guess grouped whites.
Oh, tax sell in the bank.
Yeah, you got to punish here. That bank gets sold. That bank gets sold 10 times out of 10. You punish the F out of that.
Well, that's...
And he's not going to do it.
I feel like it's a big misplay.
Yeah, against Bacon, he likes to go for these aggressive bank plays and things like that. He's vulnerable to. That's how I personally play against him is punishing his greed.
Well, check rush right here.
Lose.
Oh, lots of purples and they're boosted. Oh, Ben 3's on cooldown. Here comes the attack.
Oh, he needs to attack. He needs to mail. He needs to mail. Sell that bank. Do you sell the
Maelstrom
bank?
to save the game. Bacon still keeps the bank while it's all going on.
Yeah,
what a play. And Carrot in that whole process, Carrot does not have a bank. Now coming back is Bacon. Rainbows into Embrit. Carrot going to defend easily. It's not even going to be close.
He was so close to not affording that mail in the back too. If you think if Carrot were to do that 1 or 2 rounds earlier, which he could have because he sent like some rainbows, like it wouldn't have been able. He would have had to sell bank.
I tell you what, with me, I feel like Carrot's just in a really bad position. Never got that round 14 bank even.
Yeah, he's very bank kind right now.
That's one way of putting it. I mean, how do you get back in this game if you're Carrot, right?
You gotta like, okay, you gotta send him the perfect rush where it's like lethal, but it's not scary. You know what I mean? It has to be lethal, like a real rush, but like not a scary looking rush. So Bacon like doesn't react enough. You kind of tower a balloon boost at the end and it just slips through. Something like that, because if you send like a huge rush, Bacon has enough money advantage right now where you can just defend it and just go full defense, which you will do. And if you don't rush him, then you obviously lose because he has so much more money. So that it would be my strategy.
I gotcha.
What is that rush? What is that rush exactly? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe an F Moab with some stuff layered under it. Kind of try to push it through.
Speaking of F Moabs, Bacon gonna send an F Moab Carrot's way. 3rd, 4th, 5th Dartling on Carrot's screen coming up, and a boost and Embrit.
Yeah,
should be able to dissipate this.
Jeez, that's a lot of reaction. I mean, that's a lot of reaction. I don't like that, and that's part of the problem with not having Snowpad, I suppose, in this strategy is he helps a lot with F Moabs. Knocks him back. Helps a lot more than a
still
Dora.
ecoing. I'm kind of surprised he's not coming back for more here. He did get the boost from Carrot.
Carrot's got a lot of defense up.
Okay. F Moab headed Bacon's way. Oh, big boost right here!
Yeah, see, this
Wizard
is what I was
spam from
talking
Bacon.
about. F
Triples
Moab
on
with some
top.
stuff under it. What did I say? F
racing
Moab with
through
some
to the
stuff under
exit.
it?
Will it get through?
What did I say? Wait.
Oh, what a rush!
You asked me what would I rush him with, right? Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy.
That's a little crazy.
You called it, Withmere. You absolutely called it. What a rush.
That's what I would have done there. If I was that far behind, you just send him a little pokey rush there, and he just underreacts to it. Doesn't get a mail.
Woo. These guys are playing like money's on the line, Withmere.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, look at this. 2 sets of tight Moabs. They're headed Heli Ice's way. 3 sets.
Ooh,
lots of boomer spam. It's not going to work, and Angar's going to take the game.
He needed a little top path 5th tier guy. What's that called? Blade Lord?
Yeah, I needed Glaive Lord there to have a chance.
Yeah, just the turbocharges. Got like 2 or 3 of them. It's not enough.
Man.
See,
already starting off with some action-packed games.
Yeah, a lot of ET and Bomb. I'm not surprised to see that. I mean, that's one of my... I was grinding to get grinding a lot a couple seasons ago, and that was sort of my go-to. Like, the thing is, like, you don't have to be skilled to force round 30 with that strat. It's so easy to at least force round 30 on most maps, and it's so easy to play, and ETN defends so well. It's a good strat. ETN Bomb. You can go literally ETN Bomb, farm, and then any 30 you want.
Gotcha. So here's our list of upcoming matches. We're kind of just looking for a sequence of matches right now. Emil playing searching for something good. And speaking of something good, we have Hubu versus Yeet Boy. Game 2.
Okay, and this is interesting. So he's going. Well, Yeet Boy loves this little like tack ice fedora farm. And a lot of people think that's meta on this map. I personally don't. I think more of a tack glue farm ETN is meta, but glue is banned in this tournament, which I guess that's a casualty of this map because people played glue on this map for a long time, and it's not really like because glue is OP. It just like kind of works in this one specific scenario. So I think that's probably why Hubu's not going glue right now.
You know, I've seen quite a bit of tack ice farm matches on this map with me, and I'll tell you what, they tend to be super exciting, right? Usually just it comes down to like a big rush sequence about like round 22, round 21, round 22, round 23. But we'll see what these players actually do. Round 17 Moabs available. Both players stopped ecoing. Saving up a little bit of cash, maybe. Ooh.
They're thinking about Moabs because like you gotta react some amount to Moabs.
I mean, especially if you're Hubu, right? Because Fedora 7, I mean, you know, Fedora 7 can really screw things up here.
Yeah, oh yeah, I suppose, yeah. I mean, I just feel like E-Boy is not going to be aggressive, so I wasn't even thinking about that as a possibility. Like, there's like a 0% chance that E-Boy Fedora 7's like a rush at Hubu.
I mean, look at this. Here's an F Moab headed Yeet Boy's way. Hubu gonna send another one. Boost from Yeet Boy. 2 F Moabs to defend. The first one defended just fine. Yeet Boy gonna run out of boost, but he's still gonna defend just fine there. Boost holding up to take care of that second F Moab. Do you re-rush if you're Hubu?
I mean, you kind of have to. What's the point in rushing one?
He's gonna go for it! 3 F Moabs!
He's trying to get himself
F Moab headed Hubu's way as well.
But now Hubu has to sell bank to defend his F Moab.
Panic mail from Yeet Boy.
Screen lag? Okay, it's fine.
More rainbows. Hubu sending more rainbows. Meanwhile, F Moab headed Hubu's way. Double rush on your screen right now. F Moab deleted from Hubu. How about Yeet Boy? Does he stay just fine? Yeet Boy staying in this game. Gets double plant in time for round 20. Here comes that huge cash injection. Big play from Yeet Boy to stay in this game. Now you Hubu coming back. Leads, rainbows, F Moab.
It's just not enough. I mean,
What
he has
does
the,
Yeet Boy have up his sleeve? The Ceram's not even going to stand a chance.
He has Arctic Wind and Embrittlement up. Like, it's just you can't Pierce Cap and send balloons into that. You know. I see a chatter saying, why does he keep sending balloon rushes? He has a wind down, and I would have to agree with you, Mr. Chatter. I am as confused as you are right now. Yeah,
and now Yeet Boy.
Yeet Boy is also sending a confusing emote, so I think we're all sort of on the same page. I think Hubu is just kind of self-destructing this game a little bit. But he's up 1-0, so you know what? He's going to be tied up after this, which isn't the worst thing to be.
Here comes ZOMG. Hubu needs to defend this to even have a shot of staying in this game. I don't know how he would win the game if he does defend it, but yeah, ZOMG versus Hubu's defense. We'll see if Hubu can at least prolong his death. I think he's got to burn a booster at some point. Here we go. Maelstrom, ETN 10. Will we see the boost?
And
there we go. Oh,
and death. And death.
The clock! The clock defeats Hubu! We're going to game 3!
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Yeah, I don't know. I think Hubu might be more comfortable with Glue, because like I said, that's like a super meta strategy on that map. I'd say the two meta strategies are what Yeet Boy was playing and what Hubu was playing, but just replace Ice with Glue. And that's just a casualty of this tournament. Can't play Glue, so that strat on that map, maybe he was just a little uncomfortable.
Gotcha. You're watching Jake6542 versus Joel the Parrot. This is game 2. Jake up 1-0 in the series so far. And we're seeing a familiar setup here. Dart Mortar Farm. How do you like Dart Mortar Farm on Cobra Command?
Yeah, I mean, in this scenario versus Joel the Parrot, I really like it. I think it's... If I were to try to get really, really good with one strategy to grind the ladder for top 10, the two strategies would be this and AFE. This for like any shorter mid-range maps. And it's just such a good grinding strategy. You see Jake executing the anti-stall. You have the drain on them with the Jericho. It's such a good like Nagias type of playstyle strategy where you just like sort of don't really be aggressive, but also somehow drain them. And all their rushes end up doing nothing to you. He's boosting this, which is
that's weird. Yeah, I'm surprised he boosted that. I thought that was going to be a no boost defense from Jake.
That's
so Joel forcing the boost
because now Jake. 1F mode forces a lot out of Jake. He needs like an A-bat, I believe, for this, unless like sharpshooters.
Well, he might be able to do 3x sharpshooter and defend just fine that way. So maybe that's why he wasn't too scared about boosting. We'll see if Joel wants to respond with any further pressure. I think he's going back to ecoing, however. Bank from Jake.
Okay, so I think that was a mistake from Joel. I think that was a really good opportunity to get a lot of value out of a rerush. But we'll see.
I do wonder what let's say you're Joel the Parrot, right? I understand Joel the Parrot, big underdog in this series. How do you force game 3?
So it's already 1-0. Is it first to 2 right now?
First to 2 right now. Yep.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, Jake's not going to rush you. So Jake's game plan right now is just to choke you out. It's just for the AI to kill you. Eventually, he's going to start ecoing some zebras and mixing that kind of stuff in with the AI. Not too much, though. He doesn't want to probably... maybe he could have done it a little bit there, but he doesn't want to feed you too much money for the rubber gold. Actually, he might stop ecoing.
Here comes a boosted FBFB. Joel the Parrot hit boost and then send a BFB.
I mean, this is going to force some stuff. I would A-bat this, but he doesn't look like he wants to A-bat this. He wants to like...
He wants to sharpshooter spam. But Joel's going to press the button on this. Look at this. Purple's underneath. He's going to miss the button.
That's a big misplay. I feel like you have to button on this map if you're going to send a rush. Like, but I don't know. I guess Jake reacted enough there to where he just gave up on the rush and maybe just aborted and said, all right, it's a sunk cost at this point. I don't know.
I think that was definitely the logic. Joel coming back here. It is going to be a regular ZOMG up against Jake. And now I'm kind of concerned for Joel's money.
He's rushing a lot, and he's not ecoing right now between these rushes, and he doesn't really have a lot of water space. I think he can get like one of those top obstacles removed and a little bit more water space, if I'm not mistaken.
Jake's going to sell in a crossbow master, and those T-leads underneath this rush are going to get annihilated here. Yep,
Yeah,
you see the
Crossbow
mortar
Master
taking care
is
of it alongside the
crazy.
crossbow master. Yep.
Crossbow Master is a crazy play. Jesus Christ. Just like, I mean, that's like, it's a little disrespectful. It's obviously, I doubt that's optimal. But the thing is that Jake is like, all right, I'm just going to like lock down these farms. I'm going to be in a better economic position than you. He's going to stop ecoing. So, I mean, technically he could eco a little bit right now because Joel lost his rubber to gold there at some point, which maybe is
Right.
those rushes. But yeah, I mean, I think Jake is pretty much just saying, I'm going to go around 30, send you an FBAT. You're not going to be able to defend it, and I'm going to destroy any DDTs that you counter with.
There you go. Jake holding quite a bit of cash on hand, about 10k, 11k now, not investing it in farms. You wonder what he's up to here.
Or could he kill sooner? Is there a kill round where Joel's strat just dies with tight rushes before on 30?
I'd be a little nervous about sending tight Moabs into Joel just because he still has Science Gwen 10 available.
Oh, with the owl, and that gets buffed by
Yeah.
acid, right? Because it's not only glue, but Science Gwen. So that's actually interesting, since the bans for this tournament were super and glue. You can still technically abuse the now broken Science Gwen.
Yeah,
if
and
you
that's
pair it without.
Yep. So that's kind of Joel. I think that's what Joel's falling back on here. But also, something I'm nervous about here with Mir, I don't see how Joel can defend DDTs. He does not have mandatory DDT defense up on screen right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, cause when I was thinking like, oh, I'll just take him around 30. That's kind of a lazy way to think about
This
the game. Like,
this
might
natural
just die
Moab is going to get
earlier,
through,
but
however, and Joel is going to
yeah.
commit suicide.
That's the
He
thing
commits
about
suicide to the natural F Moab and loses.
yeah, Agent Jericho is you just don't rush. They just, send a lot of fortified naturals at them, and yeah.
So Jake's on to round 2. Joel is out of the tournament. 2-0 there.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of expected. Good on everyone for coming out and competing, and Jake, like the number 2 seed in the tournament, is moving on. I don't know if he was 2 seed.
Now you're watching Anyar versus Heli Ice, and look at this, FCUMG plus a lot of tight leads. X5X Druid coming out on High's side to defend this rush. It should take care of the FCUMG. Am I correct here in saying that the X5X Druid will take care of the FCUMG? It's
yeah,
gonna be.
I mean, he might have to boost or get a pop lust or two, a little bit. It's not great against single target, and but yeah, so he gets one pop lust. Probably gonna get a second one because he doesn't want a tower boost. So I think this should probably be fine. This should probably be fine. If he has trees, maybe too. It should be fine. It should be fine, surely.
Got to pop the COMG down. This COMG layer needs to get popped down. I think like
once it
right
gets,
now.
once it gets down here,
There we go. There we go.
it'll
Yeah.
disintegrate quickly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And there comes the open
And he has
10.
got trees. Yeah, he's fine. Oh, he still
There you
boosts. I don't think he needed a boost, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe he did need a boost.
Yeah, he probably needed a boost there.
Hell yeah! I stay in this
Just
game
a
with the
straight
boost.
flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Didn't they like nerf Druid? The Sodif at some point, maybe.
I can't remember, but
No, I feel like it used to be a little better than that.
yeah. Oh, look at this! One set of tight F Moabs headed Anyar's way, and tight leads underneath. 2 times XX4 subs on Anyar's screen, plus double recursive cluster. F Moabs racing towards the exit. Anyar's chance to choke this game away.
He's a target. Oh,
they're gonna run away! Oh! Oh my
Nice.
God! Somehow, Anyar's still in this game. FDDTs headed Heli Ice's way. This is for the win.
Oh, just since
Boosted
two
Spirit of the
forces
Forest
boost.
takes care of those FDDTs, and we're still going in this game.
I think if he re-rushes, then High just sells into Chin, right? Like, I think Anyar might re-rush DDTs here while Boost is down, because that's a pretty good rush into Sodif. Like, Sodif dies here, and unless he sells into, like, Balloon Chin or something.
Let's see.
So, but it looks like he doesn't want to go for the re-rush. He's going for the bottom path anti DDT defense pre-buying right now. That's his strategy, which is
okay.
a very weird move. I will tell you that he's pre-buying so much defense right now, and I've never seen this. I know they buffed bottom path sub, So this might defend DDTs. Okay, does it defend?
Look at this. One set of tight BFBs. Now remember,
And
these
this
got
was
nerfed recently
nerfed.
with Mir. Yep.
Yeah, this went from 7K to 10K for the cost of this
So
rush.
this is pricey.
10K.
And only one recursive cluster on Anyar's side.
A boost, but this is not enough. He needs more. He needs like a second recursive, I think.
He's
Oh
gonna
no,
sell in the
that's a
sub commander.
sub commander, and that just like vacuumed up the rush. That was crazy.
Yeah, Rush gets deleted out of existence, but I think that was still good value there from Heli Ice with Mir.
Yeah, I want to see how much money he has. Like, what's he got in that IMF? I think he's ahead. I mean, surely he's ahead. I think.
It is possible. Did Anyar accidentally sell the bank before cashing it out? Because if so, he may have lost access to quite a bit of money. I can't remember, but
I don't know, but he doesn't have a lot of money. I'll tell you that.
yeah, he definitely looks kind of broke.
1.1K eco. He's got a sub commander and 4 bottom path subs. He also has a 201 farm and an IMF. 8K. Does he rush? Okay, so I mean, I think NPC sends something here. Yeah, an F-bad.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. NPC with the F-bad. Immediate sell from Anyar into sub spam.
I think if he's lucky, he pops the F-bad layer here with this like new OP sub or something like that. But then he's not going to defend the insides.
He's got a chance. He's got a chance to defend this here.
He's not going to defend the insides.
I don't know. I feel like he's got a chance here to defend the... But he's got to burn boost to have a chance here. Oh, problem is the second F-bad's definitely going to kill.
Now.
He's going to boost and...
That's an oversend. I do not like that. That one might have been a throw from high. Because now if Anyar counters with FDDTs right now, he might win. Counter with FDDTs? FDDTs.
Here comes the FDDTs.
Oh, it's just regular DDTs.
Sorry, regular DDTs. One set of regular DDTs. These will get defended just fine. Oh, Anyar's going to go for a Bomb Blitz-based defense with Mir. He can definitely do it here, too. Selling into the Bomb Blitz. He's going to miss the micro, and he's going to lose the game.
He's just going to lose.
Anyar did not have enough money to buy the Bomb Blitz and chokes away the game. I'm not sure if he had a chance to win it in the first place, but still.
The insides.
I was wrong with Mir. You called that right on the money. Anyar dies to the insides of that first F-bad and loses the game.
Woo! Oh, he was in debt with the IMF loan. Okay. Well, this is an odd setup we have right here.
Minus is going to get sent an FBFB their way.
Very cringe eco loadout on the right side of the screen. And then an eco loadout that we have as a community deemed as based on the left side of the screen. I guess just because it's bad, which is like fair. Like if you want to run a bad eco loadout, like nobody's really going to have a huge problem with that. So.
Right. A lot of eco balloons here. Man. Let's see what Minus tries to do here to defend this FBFB. I think they have enough defense with the Well, it's going to be close, actually. Here comes the Bonnie minecart to stun those F Moabs. What a play, actually. Purple's underneath. Oh, the boost! It's not going to be enough! Minus is dead.
This much variety in a tournament? Like, I feel like everyone's using different heroes. We're seeing all sorts of things right now. I've never seen this much variety before. It's a little crazy.
You ban 1 or 2 OP towers, and suddenly the meta just opens up a ton.
I mean, I feel like people are just playing whatever they want to play, to be honest with you.
Oh, man. Yellow versus Cassette. Yeah, I'll just call it.
Oh, wow. It looks like Yellow.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah. Yellow's losing this.
Yellow's losing this because look at the Ninja and the Ice. Yellow's going to surrender. That was an all-out from Yellow into Ninja Ice, and the Ninja Ice just absolutely shredded those F-bads.
That's hilarious. Okay, so it's 1-1. Oh, we got to watch this third one. What if Yellow goes out in the first round? That'd be a crazy upset.
Crazy.
So that was a counter pick though, right? Because Yellow won the first one. So the Cas got counter pick.
Probably, yeah.
So now Yellow go like a short map. Yeah, he's gonna go a really aggressive map. He's gonna play like tack something, an anti-stall, and rush. Or maybe he plays dart now. I don't know. Probably plays dart now.
So Yellow versus Cassette. I mean, it's really hard for me with Mir to imagine betting against Yellow given these odds.
You just lost that game. You can only lose to the same guy twice in a row. You think he just
Think about it. Think about it with me.
possible?
Yellow has a chance to pick his playground. You're watching Jake versus Carrot. I believe this is a round 2 matchup. Am I correct in this?
I'd have to refresh the bracket.
Yes. Because Jake played
Yeah, it's like
Joel
round 2.
and won
Yeah.
against Joel. So this is Jake versus Carrot.
Oh,
You
anyway,
see Jake
Carrot
getting up the
2-0'd
bank.
Bacon. Carrot 2-0'd Bacon in the first round.
Wow. Ooh, look at Carrot.
Bacon.
Leads. Rainbows, zebras, purples. Big rush headed Jake's way. He's got a 200 mortar trying to get to dart up there to defend the rush. The rest of that rush, Juggernaut.
That's a really
Plus
bad
the mortar
rush, in my
duet.
opinion. That's a L rush because Carrot wins this game by going slightly later. Because I think the advantage of AFE is you get a little bit.
He's
more
going to try
free
again.
rush.
Look at this with
Yeah,
Mir.
this is a good
Boosted
rerush. This is a
rainbows.
good rerush.
Into the
This is a good
Juggernaut.
rerush. Might win. He wins. He wins.
Oh, this is going to get through. What a play.
Oh shit! Oh, that was a good play. Never mind. I mean, I'll ignore everything.
He
I
was down
saying. That was,
and he was out with
no,
Spear. He did not have bank when Jake had bank, and Carrot responded with one heck of a rerush to win that game.
yeah, that was really well played by Carrot
Woo!
there. So
Can you believe the games we're seeing today here with Mir? That's
He hasn't lost yet. What if he
I
makes
tell you what, man, this
dark horse run? See, the thing is, okay, so want to know something about Carrot?
right?
You know, Balloons Card Storm. So I have one of my unpopular opinions. No one agrees with me on this, but people were like asking me. You know, I played a lot of Balloons Card Storm, and Carrot has as well, and quite a few other people from the Battles 2 community. People are like, oh, who are some of the best players? And one of the better players I feel like is, well, there's Filtrobe, is one guy. There's Carrot, I think is actually one of the better little aggro players in Balloons Card Storm too. And I just think it's interesting that it'd be funny if you know, the BCS players just prove that we're the superior players in the superior game, and we just come in and win the Battles 2 tournament. You know, the silly little children's game. We can just go win that one if we want to, while we've just been grinding BCS. You know.
I mean, he's been playing incredible so far this tournament with me. The clips I've seen, I mean, that was incredible rush selection right there.
Yeah, that was really well timed.
Anyar versus NPC, and again we saw that tough round game 2 loss from Anyar. How do you bounce back in game 3 given this matchup right here? You got what looks like Bomb Spack Farm versus Tack Mortar Farm. How do you bounce back?
Wait, so you're asking, does the Tack player or the Bomb player win?
Yeah, which one of these guys has a better chance of winning? I guess that's a better question to ask, actually.
I think I'm a lot more comfortable with Tack Mortar and Jericho on this map, just because I've played it for so much longer. I think that technically Bomb ETN is probably the better strategy. Probably. I don't know. With the Spike Storm nerf, I'd say it's a lot closer. With old Smart Spikes, it was definitely the strategy on the left side of your screen. But with the new Smart Spikes, it's really, really close with like a decoy at the end. And anyway, but I think overall, you really just want to poke at them as the Tack player and like send them really good pressure rushes. Like, you can't really pressure them early game at all.
Look at these yellows boosted. Sorry, boost force from NPC. So NPC boosted to those yellows from Anyar, and Anyar...
I don't think that's a good reaction. I don't think you really need to boost there. I think that's odd. I think it's also odd that he's not going for a plantation here. I think it's odd that he boosted those yellows. You can get down like a 0-0-0 attack there, right next to your Jericho, and you're fine against like a large amount of yellows with just one 0-0-0 attack down.
NPC is trying to pressure Anyar with the regen space zebras, but it's not going to work. ETN3 deployed from Anyar.
You don't want to pressure this crazy OP ETN bomb until like you can do it a little bit on 12 if you want to. You can obviously do space ceramics are really, really good. Kind of force more than just one cluster. But you don't...
Hey, I'm worried NPC might not have money for Signal Flare here in time.
No, he's fine.
Okay. Check said a camo purple is going to get obliterated right there, so you are right with
Good
me.
little bait. Good little bait. Baiting him to a couple camo purples. So he's getting down that second bomb already. He knows he needs a second cluster.
Look at
So
this.
camos
Cam
here
grow
around
rainbows.
13.
Oh, they're going to get through the bombs.
Ooh.
This rush
Are
could
they
get
gonna
through and
regrow
kill. Could this be the
That's-
game? Yes, it
that's a
is.
really
Game
smart rush.
over. Game
You wanna know
over.
why?
And
You wanna
yours
know-
down.
You want to know why that's such a smart rush? Because so the bomb couldn't see camo yet, so they weren't gonna like. Because if the bombs could see camo, those would just get evaporated, right? But the drones could see camo, so the drones like popped off a couple layers, and then they started regrow farming when he balloon boosted them. That was hilarious. I've never seen that before.
That was a genius rush right there.
That was funny.
That was, I mean, that is 200 IQ. That is so freaking smart. I love that play, dude.
That was really funny. That was really funny.
Oh man. You're now watching Jake versus
Hilarious,
Carrot.
You know what I was saying? I was saying you just kind of send him little pokey.
Oh,
rushes,
boosted!
like-
Boosted Zebra's headed Carrot's way. He's gonna boost in response. Sorry,
Oh,
with
he's
Mirror.
dead, he's dead,
Look at
he's
all those
dead.
Zebras getting through. He's down.
Yeah, you need
On the
to
game
get,
3.
Jake knows. Jake knows. Jake's played a lot of AFE. Jake's played a lot of AFE. And the reason Jake sent that rush is because he's died to that rush a lot. A lot of people, it's a very deadly rush. To defeat that, you have to have like a 300 Engie down and like already built up with turrets before round 9 starts. Or else balloon boosted regen zebras do a lot.
Look at this configuration from Boliter. He is playing the Spoon Oil Quincy spot here with Quincy Tack Wiz farm up against Funny Name, who could be playing something. It looks to me like a Bomb Wiz farm angle from Funny Name. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, it's interesting. Boliter going max anti-stall. He's just trying to defeat any sort of bozo stratagem that he might see from Funny Name's side.
yeah. And speaking of bozo stratagems, I mean that is Wiz Bomb farm, I think, written all over on Funny Name's side of the screen. But I think the thing we got to see here with Mir is whether or not Boliter can anti-stall round 2. Yeah, he is going to get this anti-stall, I think. Yep, there you go. Look at that.
You get it? Yeah.
Yep.
He's doing
Round
a good job
3.
anti-stalling then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of a big deal. So I tell you what. So this is kind of funny, actually. With Mir, Bomb Wiz farm can actually defend a lot of F-bats late in this game.
It's pretty freaking OP. It's
It's
ridiculous
insane.
strategy.
And they actually gave a minor buff to his Elite 10 as well in the most recent patch. So Boulder is going to have to be on the aggro here. Check out this this layered rush here from Funny Name. Pink's on top of the reds.
That's the problem with putting your tack up there. I've played a lot of tack on this map, and I've tended to actually like putting my tack at the bottom, just because of all this layering that can happen. You at least want to like, or if you play Jericho here with an anti-stall tack, you have to put your Jericho at the bottom at least, just to try to like help peck at the layering that they can do to you, which is just really brutal on this map.
You can see how brutal it is already because Boliter responded with the 2-3-0 attack before round 5 even came around. Now Funny Game continuing on to layer. Look at this. He got blues, greens, whites. It's boosted too. Boliter trying to hold the boost. He's going to hold just fine.
That was actually not that much. That was a good no reaction from Boliter, honestly. Wasn't that much.
Yep. If you're Funny Game, do you try again? You see the layering right there. Look at that. Greens, whites. Not going to go with the pinks, though.
I mean, he could try something with yellows, but he needs more than just these balloons that are available to him.
So again, when I think Azili Bomb Wiz farm with Mir, I do think about the late angle. But how do you feel about Funny Name trying to dial up the aggro up to 10 early on in these rounds?
I like the idea. I think ultimately he went a little overboard with it, and he's a little behind now. But it's not that big of a deal. Like, he got, I don't know, Sumiko out of it, I suppose. I mean, whatever. It's fine. I mean, the game is still, like, very much winnable. I would still actually rather be in Funny Name's position, just because I think his strategy is just OP. And, okay, might send a little bit of layering at him, just force more.
Ooh, look at this. Quincy 3 coming out.
I don't really think it's that much worth to pepper against this, because then if you get Quincy, oh my god, and he's sending some regens in there too behind. I mean, that's crazy. It's just too much aggression. Like as Funny Name on his side,
and the boost. Look at this.
That's crazy. That's a crazy boost. That's an insane person boost. And did he sell farm too there?
Yeah, he sold a farm. He's
Yeah,
behind in the farming game here with me.
He's sending way too much aggression here, which I just.
Meanwhile, look at this. Regen Zebras, funny game, piling on the aggression. Oh, it's boosted! Bulleter boost back!
Okay.
Still in this game at 70 lives is Bulleter. Got 2 of the fireballs up.
He's going to need to mail. So I would send, like, maybe, yeah, exactly, like grouped blacks here, grouped whites.
Group blacks, group whites.
Oh,
he sent some space purples as well.
There's the
Maelstrom coming out on Bulleter's side. Gonna delete that rush. Now quickly sells into the Necro. Does funny game bounce back.
And then you need to force a mail.
Here comes a lot of Zebras. Funny game to try and force the Maelstrom. This is a game on the line. Bulleter selling into attack. He doesn't have the Maelstrom money. Now he does. Here comes the Maelstrom. Bulleter still in this game, but with no farms on his screen. Now on around 12. Camo balloons available. Bulleter sold the attack and the Wizards into 2x2 farms, maybe with a chance to plant in time for round 14. We'll see. Camo purples to check on Funny Game. What does Funny Game do in response? Gets up a Wizard, pecking away at those purples. He's going to be able to peck away at them just in time. Can Bulleter take the farming lead in time for round 14 after all that rushing from Funny Game? Oh, he is going to get the plant. Bulleter gets the plant on round 14 despite all of that pressure, but look at Funny Game as well, matching the energy. Also got that 3XX form. What a play!
Yeah, well, interestingly enough, it looks like Bulleter's maybe not used to the new farming.
Yeah, he hasn't built the bank. He didn't try and bank. A lot of group white eco headed his way here with Mir. And that Necro doesn't have a wall of fire. Funny Game could option a rush if he really wants to. Grouped whites racing their way through to the exit. Boosted rush. Boost match as well. Bulleter getting the Wizards up, trying to defend. Quincy 3 and the boost and the Wizards. The whole works from Bulleter. He's still got the farms up. Does Funny Game come back?
I think he should have committed more to that. Like, he should have put some rainbows in there and forced like a mail on top of just a boost and a Quincy 3. I think would have tried to commit maybe a little more there, but I don't know. He's still, like, on Funny Game's side, like, he still wants to get a Necro up right now, ultimately. Like, having a Necro up is when you start to feel super comfortable.
Bulleter finally firing back. It's a Moab with lots of rainbows underneath. The Zeely 3 immediately coming out as well as the Totem. Meanwhile, on Bulleter's side, it's a Moab plus some leads underneath. How will Bulleter defend the rush being sent his way? Quincy 3 available if he needs to. Funny Game gonna send a boost. Ooh, no. Boost defense from Bulleter.
Sells his plant.
Yeah, Funny Game sold the plant in that sequence.
That was a very value rush, and now he re-rushes, yeah.
Coming back, yep, here we go. One F Moab. Funny Game coming back as well, and F Moab Bulleter's way. Funny Game cannot stop the action. Look at this! Lots of Sarams headed Funny Game's way! On top of the F Moab, and this is gonna win the game! Yes! Yes, what a play from Bulleter! Nails it on the rush!
Oh, did he get Necro
I tell you what,
at the end? That's crazy. That's like world's earliest Necromancer by. It's Necromancer after he goes down to 0 lives. It's not. Oh, Rush coming in. Jake's about to die. Jake's about to lose. BCS on top. Wow.
Oh man.
Wow. So I think
with me, we got our dark horse pick of the tournament.
Yeah, Carrot making the dark horse run. The guy who's been playing Balloons Card Storm, now making a run as the 10 seed, taking out the 2 seed Jake 6542. That's crazy. That is an upset that I don't think many people would have called. I might have called it though. I might have called it. If you were to put a gun to my head before the tournament, made me think about it, I might have endorsed him a little bit. Anyway, but we'll see if he can continue his run or if he gets knocked out in the next round.
Carrot has a chance at $10 if he can win his semifinal matchup. We got a couple of matches here to resolve in order to figure out the 3 other players who are going to be in the semifinals. There you see our outstanding series: Yellow versus Cassette, Bulleter versus Funny Game, I'm Lost versus Heli Ice. We're trying to figure out which exciting match to show you guys.
Maybe Yellow Cass? It's a possibility since it's 1-1. I'm interested. Yellow's probably...
I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Ziny Z, for offering the prize pool on tonight's tournament.
Ziny Z, Zenny Z, man of many different names, many different chat rooms.
All right,
Supporting
so
the Dreamers community.
on the left is I'm Lost, and on the right is NPC.
Why is I'm Lost going bozo strategy?
I
Why
think that's
is
how
he?
it, I think that's how it actually is it. Am I? Did I get that right? I think I got it right.
I mean, it says I'm Lost there. I think that's correct.
Okay.
But somebody is typing. Can we go to somebody
I see
who's
me.
not this child who's on Discord and typing while playing on their phone? Can we watch anyone else, bro? What the heck is this? I don't
You'd be
know, man.
surprised at
I
how
guess
often this occurs during these tournaments with me.
this guy is
That's
like,
a really zoomed in interface, but you're watching Bulliter versus Funny Name. And game one did not disappoint with me. Between these two, game one did not disappoint. These guys came out swinging, especially Funny Name. Now, if you're Funny Name, you're about to play Boat Elk Spac into Bomb Sub Farm on Salmon Ladder. How do you win? How do you force game three?
This is pretty much unwinnable. So, the way that Ryan makes this matchup slightly more winnable is I think Ryan's the only one who could ever possibly begin to think about winning this matchup from the Boat Alex backside, even though I think he still loses it. I think I played him this like a few weeks ago, but he makes it difficult because what he does as the Boat Alex pack player is he sends really good like value pressure rushes just throughout the game to really limit the amount of farms that the bomb player can get. And if you do send really good value rushes and know that there are some points where this bomb sub farm player is going to be kind of weak to a little bit of pressure and have to overreact, and you can mitigate their farms and mitigate their banks and stuff, then I think there are going to be more opportunities to win for the Bodox back player.
Right.
So
So,
see if he does that.
Bulliter, look at the. He's going to exercise the farm trick right here. Yep.
Yeah, he'll just get down a sub
up
at some
his
point.
sub.
Help Flax. He's getting up all his farms. Funny Name is playing with Bonnie, which is always an interesting hero because he's going to have to pre-buy some defense. But the SPAC pairs well with the mine cards. So. The mine cards and the beast thing.
Right.
The idea with Bonnie, from what I've gathered
with
Bass, is that you just get enough money where you actually can defend things with just like a crap ton of money that you get from Bonnie. So that's why you run Bonnie. You think like maybe infinite money will solve the issue of Bass not being able to pop balloons.
Got some yellows here headed Bulliter's way. You can, Sentai 3 right there to defend that just fine.
Yeah, this version of Churchill does a little bit worse versus like yellows and like more group stuff. So yeah, he's gonna have to buy another sub upgrade there that you normally wouldn't have to buy with regular Churchill.
Goes.
So there's some pros and cons, I would say, to the Churchills. Wait, he helps run with this.
I feel like that Airburst starts by might have actually put like a rather bigger dent in Bulliter's farming plans than we realize here.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just trying to think, how Bulliter can.
I mean, he's fine. He's fine. I mean, literally, he's fine. Like, he's going to get maybe 3 farms up. I don't know if he's going to go for a bank. Hopefully, he goes for more of a bank here. I saw last game, it was super weird. He went for a 3-2-0 plant, which I feel like is so, like, that's like 7 seasons ago. Like 5 seasons ago, people started playing bank. Now people are going 0-3-1 bank.
Oh, man.
Like, that's like the new thing with the fertile soil or whatever it is. So, but I feel like 3-2-0 plant.
I got you.
Yeah. We'll see. But I mean, he won. I mean, he's like what, the 1 seed in this tournament. So he's either like really behind on the meta and just doesn't care and is just resting on all of his previous game knowledge and flowcharts and game plans and saying I'm just gonna win by playing my normal stuff, or he's like transcended the meta and he's already passed it. We'll see.
Okay. Hey, there might be a delay in my voice right now. It might be up to like 2 seconds delay. I'll try and rectify that after this game. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty. You know what? Let me see if I can just rectify this right now. Sorry.
Oh no, he's going for one of these funky little cool farms right now. Okay, good little rush, good little pressure. Forces a boost. And the
Whew.
Sentai 3 is down. He
There
could
we go.
send him a pokey little rerush here. I don't think you hard commit to the rerush, but you could send him a good
Game on the
rerush
line
here.
here. Funny Name coming back. Bulliter off boost.
Okay, air
R-Rod.
burst is interesting, but that's not a very
That's-
chunky rerush. That's not going to go anywhere. Yeah.
I think the bigger thing here with me is that Bulliter missed the round 14 bank. You see, he only just now got that bank.
He just now got the bank, but he did get the bank, I guess is my point. And, like, he didn't buy that much defense, and he's still alive. And what, he's down 1 tower boost? So, like, ultimately, that is a good amount of forcing, and Funny Name did do a good job of pressuring there. But I just feel like it could have maybe been a little better.
Okay. So, whose position you like right now?
Well, Funny Name doesn't even have a rubber to gold up. He missed the round of 14 AI leads. He didn't like start building it up with the lead to gold, up with the AI leads, and like I don't know when he's gonna get it. He's ecoing right now constantly and mixing, pinks and yellows it looks like. So he probably has 0 money on hand. So he's never gonna get a rubber to gold up. I mean, obviously Bolitter's gonna win in my opinion.
So yeah, Bulliter still sitting on some pretty healthy farms, right? Round 17, Moab's available, no pressure from Funny Name yet.
Might send him a Moab or something or an F Moab, but I mean, I think
He
this
might be
bake is just
scared.
gonna start casually cooking, and he has all 3 of these farms too. So if at any point, Funny Name sends him a lot, he could just sell 1 of his farms, and just get like a good amount, like a ballistic, 2 ballistics, sell 2 farms, tower boost, Sentai 3. Like he's just not gonna die.
Bulliter saving up a little money here, like he might try and poke at Funny Name himself, which would be weird. But here's a rush from Funny Name, 1F Moab.
He's gonna Sentai 3 this, I suppose. Micro defer.
Ooh, those F-Ceram's going to start racing towards the exit here.
Yeah, but he has the AP darts, which
Bulliter-
I think is I mean, those AP darts I think got buffed semi recently, and
Yep.
I think they're looking pretty good. I've seen a lot of people using them.
They're definitely holding up really good, actually. Really good value defense from Bulliter. Oh, look at this. Big boost from Funny Name. Moab plus F Moab. And an R-Rod underneath, forcing the boost back from Bulliter. On the boost, Bulliter is going to defend just fine, not even close.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, and he has 11k or
What's he trying to do? Tier 4 farm? I think that's what he's trying to do here.
I think he should like pre-place some bombs just in case of like another rush. Okay, it doesn't look
Bulliter,
like
greedy,
Funny Name's
going
gonna
for the
rush
4XX farm. Does Funny Name come back? Round 20, no response from Funny Name.
I would like pre-place a couple more towers on Bulliter. I'm just scared because I feel like that's the only way you lose here is if you like while your boost is down. But he's just not scared at all, and Funny Name is not sending just this slow rush. Like now, Bulliter's boost is back, and he's not going to need to use it. He's just going to buy up a ton of defense here.
I think he's going to go double AP and try and defend that way here. He could probably double AP Sentai
I don't
3.
think that he can defend boostless right now. Yeah, he's going to need more and more. I would like, if I'm Bulliter, I really don't want to use my last boost here. Like, I'm really buying a lot of
Ooh,
defense.
Funny Name trying to force it with the boost of his own. 4F Moabs to beat from Bulliter. Bulliter trying to save that
Is
boost.
Bulliter really trusting that much in that?
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
What a play from
I guess he
Bulliter.
just knows.
Holds the last boost with a triple AP darts-based defense against the FBFBs. And I feel like with Mir, now the situation is starting to look grim for Funny Name.
Yeah, that was interesting. Okay, those are a lot stronger now than I remember them being. Jeez. Well, yeah, now it's pretty much just over.
I think we're watching the slow death of Funny Name because I see now Bullet are gonna sell. Oh, coming back is Funny Name with tight leads. Purple's on top as well. Some Bally spam gonna obliterate the rush. Bullet gets the Monkeynomics just fine.
Monkeynomics for round 24. Pretty broken.
I mean,
Okay, so
yeah.
Bulliter definitely like is up to date on the meta. I will say that. So like judging from this game with like all the farming tech that he's going for and this sub stuff, like he is. I'll say he's definitely up to date.
Yep. Now he's got 2 times 402 farms. It's a lot of money generation here, and I don't know. I feel like we're about to say bye bye to Funny Name with Mir. I just feel like his time in this tournament is over. Funny Name going for a Tempire buy. Desperation attempt right here to get some money generation going in this game. Also got those Bonnie minecarts upgraded quite a bit as well. Maybe the one thing that's that Funny Name has going for him is that he hasn't had to sell those Bonnie minecarts at any point.
I feel like Bulliter could start thinking about different types of tight rushes that he could send Funny Name.
Definitely. I mean, even like I feel like tight. I don't know. So I think if you set one set of regular tight Moabs, I do think Funny Name can defend that just fine, right? You stack on a couple of sets of tight Moabs, so I think that defense does start to get difficult.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely start having to get like top path boats.
One set of tight Moabs headed Bulliter's way. Here comes some sub-spam from Bulliter to try and defend. Bulliter with 2 tier 5s on his screen. Sentai 10 available as well. Bulliter without boost.
Ooh,
oh, this could get through! Down to 10 lives is Bulliter. He's still in this game.
What? That's so much like desync screen lag. Jesus. Like, what is this sub, dude? He doesn't even have the 5th tier, right? That's just like 4,
2 sets
5.
of tight BFBs. Funny Name's way. Could this be the blow? The final blow that puts Bulliter into the semifinals.
Yeah, this is it right here. I was thinking like tight BFBs.
Huge all out. 3, 4, 5. Even more sets of tight BFBs.
He's holding money for like Blitz. Which is smart from Bulliter. But now I don't think he has money for Blitz. He might die to a counter right now. Like, I think Bulliter literally dies to a counter. Bulliter literally dies to... No, he has money for
Funny
one
Name
Blitz.
Oh.
He has money for like 1 Blitz.
This is interesting.
Funny Name needs to counter twice. Or, I mean, he doesn't have time to counter twice now.
Here comes the counter. It's tight lead since
it's too late, though.
Yep.
And that's not even going to trigger the bomb Blitz. Yeah.
Bulliter going to take the win in a decisive manner. Moves on to the semifinals. He's going to give himself a shot at $10.
Okay. Well. On to... is that the end of that round?
That's the end of that set right there. That's my pick with... that's my pick with Mir. I'll tell you what.
I mean, I was the game that first game I was not convinced when I saw like the 3-2-0 farm. That second game with all the farming technology and everything, and all the defense technology, I'm now feeling a little. I'm hoping that I'm Lost has done his homework. I'll say that.
Right.
I'm hoping I'm Lost has done a little bit of his homework.
So we still have to figure out between I'm Lost and Heli Ice who's going to battle Carrot in the semifinals. We are down.
I'm Lost has also been playing Bloons Card Storm.
Right.
So I'm rooting for both I'm Lost and Carrot here.
So yeah, we got our sets of upcoming matches right here. And we are going to see I'm Lost versus Heli Ice.
And why is he go what okay. Is this actually I'm Lost? Like, why is he going Dartling Ice?
Yeah, I'm very curious about that. Ooh, Zebras headed NPC's way. Lots of Zebras. Purple's on top, and that's going to be boosted.
No, is he's just trolling? He's not actually trying to win? I'm Lost is having fun. I thought I'm Lost gonna try to win tournament. Get $30.
I mean, there's money on the line. This is the last tournament you want to be goofing around in. Oh, look at this! Boosted Rainbows, all-out rush to win the game. Mortar Duet, plus the XX3 Druid, plus
so
now
dead.
a 3XX Druid.
Holy.
Everything on the table for NPC, holding on to 8 lives, and he's going to defend just fine, just barely.
Jesus Christ, nerf Mortar! There's no way! Do you think that was more Mortar or the top path Druid?
I don't know. I think that was a combination of everything right there. Because, I mean, we already nerfed Mortar like 3 or 4 times or 5 times already in this game with Mir. I'm surprised at the rush defense as you are. Lots of Zebras headed I'm Lost's way. He's going to defend just fine. So this game is actually still going on. It's just... I do wonder though about I'm Lost's late game potential after having dumped that much money into that rush.
Yeah, I'm wondering what his third tower is. I'm wondering why his first tower is Dartling. I'm wondering why his second tower is Ice. I'm wondering why his hero is Pat Fusty. I'm wondering why there's no farms on his screen. um,
There
I,
are definitely a lot of things to
I
wonder about
I
here with
can't.
me, right?
Can we get verification? Just at at some point, at any point, that this is in fact I'm lost playing. We'll see. But I mean, he sent some rushes and stuff. He's in round 2 here. This person who's presenting himself as I'm lost 223. Apparently, the word on the street is he might have Village as his third tower. So
Oh my
excited to
god.
see that.
So, real I'm I see the screen's been updated. Real I'm Lost versus Heli Ice. Um but 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 yeah, so I tell you what, we were 8 lives away with me from this game being over and us moving on to the next match, but instead, we could very well be headed for late game here. Druid Mortar Farm late game versus I'm Lost and his Dartling Ice Village late game.
There's Village. Guess he's gonna try to build that up, get a little bit of a farm out of it. Okay, we're back on Discord, so that's
Back
good.
on Discord again. And I don't see any reason with me for either of these players to be rushing each other at this point in the game. This might be one of those games with me where we do go well into the 30s. Now, it is worth noting that bad scaling, round 41 plus, was changed. So I don't think we're going to see a round 50, a GG round 50 angle with the new balance changes, new scaling changes, sorry, and the fact that there is no super on either side of the screen.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that based on the amount of stall that's been happening this game, the amount of money that it looks like I'm Lost has, how bad his current strategy that he's using is, and all those factors
Mm.
combined, I think that he dies to one fortified bad balloon on round 30.
Mm.
So with that being said, I mean, I like that he's getting some stall ices in the front a little bit now, I guess, and like trying to
Mm.
stall, but I think like we are not going very late. We're not going in the 40s. We're not going to see that scaling. Like, there's no way. I think hopefully High recognizes that his best chance is just going to be like a round 30 execution, maybe 2 F-bats.
Here's a check rush here from Heli Ice, but I feel like this is misinformed. It's a regular BFB into I'm Lost, who's gonna get Embrit.
Yeah, I don't like this rush. What I would like more if I'm the farm player here is to get as many farms and greed as much as possible for round 30. For round 30 execution. Just kind of try to max anti-stall, get a crap ton of farms. Don't send too much. I think this is probably an oversend, probably. Depends how much
Okay.
he ends up getting out of it. Not much. I think Pat just knocks that back. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Pat
Brett,
RNG gonna come in clutch right here. Those Moabs are not gonna stand a chance, especially when you have Embrit plus X3X Ice.
I think he just got that Arctic Wind up. So that's like, I mean, that's a decent amount of money, honestly.
Okay.
I think that's you could make an argument that that was a value swing.
Ooh, look at
Yeah.
this. 2 sets of tight leads. It's 120 tight leads headed I'm Lost Sway. Not gonna stand a chance, however.
I think all that force was HRP, so that was a bad send, I would say.
Hmm. Are you concerned by the low amount of village farming on I'm Lost side at this point?
That's the thing that sucks about like this strategy. It's like it's such there he finally gets the Mopolis up because he wants that for the bonus towards his eco to make his eco more efficient.
Right.
But that's the thing about Village is that like if you get pressured at all or if you send any pressure at all or anything like that happens, like you're not getting your Mopolis till like like realistically round 24, and
Hmm.
you kind of want to stop ecoing around round 26 because you'd think that they kind of want to all out you around 30. So you really only get like 2 rounds of ecoing with your Mopolis, so it's not that great. But then you also get the money from bottom path, so I don't know. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, you generally get it, but you just get it so late.
Yeah, you know, the more that this game goes on with me, the more that I'm feeling that round 30 rushing angle from Heli Ice to try and win this game.
Yeah, he's got a middle path farm. I think that's I don't know. I don't know if people have done the math now if that's now the new best one because of the discounting, but it seems pretty good when you get it with the bottom cross path because you get it so you know you can get it so much earlier and so cheap.
Right. Yeah, the one advantage you would have from having the other cross paths with Mirror is just on-hand liquidity, right? And I think in this meta with Mirror, the way that we're sort of geared towards, oh, look at this! Regular tight Moabs headed NPC's way
Trying to force a sod of.
after the 5XX buy, and that's going to force a
Just
3XX
gonna get top path.
grid.
Yeah, top path and boost.
There you go.
That's a good defense, I would say.
But I think
But he's
you know,
vulnerable to an all out here. Or a rerush. He needs to get like I don't know. I would go like maybe a mortar defense for a rerush DTs. That's
actually
super
buying up a
committal
bunch
from
of
I'm
farms.
lost. He doesn't really want to send. Okay, he does.
DTs headed NPC's way,
You going mortar?
trying to get
Come
the
on,
pop
you need
and
more
all.
mortar. Oh, late mortar.
Ooh,
That's too late. I
mortar.
think he still
He's gonna choke
dies.
the defense and die.
Yeah.
I'm lost. Gets it on a choke rush.
He sold a farm and then he was like off in money and he had to sell another farm and he was not like actually ready to defend that.
It was.
He should have been ready.
Yeah.
Since his boost was down, he should have been more ready.
You're watching Bulliter versus Yellow Game 1. It's on round 19. Bulliter getting 2F Moabs his way. And here comes an XX3, XX4. Sorry, X4X Wizard to defend those 2F Moabs.
That's a good defense.
F Moab, 2 sets of tight leads. Sorry, F leads headed Yellow's way. And the Phoenix out on his screen as well. Gonna defend that F Moab alongside the Maelstrom. Panic Maelstrom there from Yellow. Gonna send back 2 F Moabs plus the natural Moab on top. Bulliter, last boost plus the overdrive to defend. Round 21, both players are drained. Here comes an F Moab from Yellow. Bulliter gonna send back with an FBFB of his own. 2 FBFBs on Bulliter's screen, 1 on Yellow's screen. Can Bulliter defend?
This is it. This
Bank
is the game
sell
right here.
from Bulliter. He's got a lot of Maelstroms ready here with Mir. 2
Got a
Maelstroms
lot
deployed
of
for the third
Maelstroms.
one that he can option.
Oh, but it's not
gonna be
enough.
Game over.
Wow. That's interesting. That was very interesting.
Yellow
crazy.
flexing his rushing skills in game 1. I tell you what, Withmere, I really want to believe in Bulliter, but what a play from Yellow to take game 1 and put Bulliter on the brink of elimination.
I mean, I would take Yellow in a tack matchup. I think Yellow is just such a more comfortable tack player. Like, if it's like Bulliter needs to go open up the map here, go a little more late game, a little later with Yellow. He does not want to do another tack mirror the second game. Even though that wasn't that bad. I mean, that was still pretty good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that was what we just watched was like a really cool sequence. Like, that was a really good back and forth in my opinion. With
Hell yeah, he surrendered game 2 to I'm Lost, by the way. So I'm Lost is moving on against Carrot.
Nice. Wait, what happened? He surrendered?
I think so, just because the game was, I feel like they just didn't actually play a game just because it was so short.
I'm Lost like paying people to surrender against him, like like Ice Village. Like, what's going on, dude? What is going on?
Bulliter versus Yellow. It's a heavyweight matchup with Mir.
This is a good one. This is a good one.
And if Yellow wins, he will cash $10 in his pocket.
Okay. It's up
I tell you what. I mean, Withmere, you asked Bulliter to open up the map, but Bulliter picked Inflection.
That's odd. I did not expect that. That's very odd to me. That is wild. That is
on the brink of elimination.
When is the last time you've seen anyone? I could maybe see Spoon Oil like picking Inflection, but like, when's the last time? Who picks Inflection? I mean, I thought he was gonna like really open up to like a really later game map, like even like an Oasis, or I mean anything late saw it. I guess he thinks his dart is better than Yellow, so he doesn't want to go against Yellow's tack, so he goes a dart map, get him away from tack at least.
Okay, understood, Emil. But this is definitely an exciting match, right? I feel like this is going to be pretty exciting here. You know, I think we're going to see a very aggressive match here with Mir. I am currently under the impression that this game will end before round 26. Well, before round 26.
Yeah, I mean, I think these players will both be pretty aggressive. Like, yellow does not play non-aggressive games, so
Right.
he'll force the issue, and then they'll start going back and forth.
Ooh, you can see those base pinks kind of testing the each player's resilience here to these trickle leaks.
I
Boulder at
wonder.
114 lives, yellow at 109, now 107.
I
Oh,
wonder if
yellow taking quite a bit of leaks here.
he
Boost from
is
Boulder
late
to force
crossbow.
even more leaks.
Oh,
And he's
dad!
down!
What? What?
Boulder on the brink of
What?
elimination. Choke rushes yellow on round 6, and we're
What?
going to game 3. It's not even close.
What? What? He just balloon boosted eco at him on round 5. I mean, do you think that was his entire reason behind that map pick? He's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take him here. He's gonna get a late crossbow. I'm just gonna balloon boost eco at him. Balloon boost whites at him round 5.
I think that's exactly what Boulder wanted. I think that's exactly what Boulder was looking for with Mir. I think he was looking to knowledge check yellow on how much you could push dart defense early on. I mean, he saw an opening. It was a very small opening, but it was an opening in which he just fired off the boost, and yellow thought he could greet it, and he was. I mean, I have never seen someone more confidently wrong about whether or not they could hold boost, in a scenario like that or not.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty embarrassing way to lose a game and force and have game 3 forced on you.
Well, still counts. So, win's a win in Bowletter's eyes and in the eyes of the Ninja Kiwi leaderboard rank system and in the eyes of Popology Weekly number 29. So, 1-1.
Yellow has decided to pick Basalt Columns, and look at the configuration that he's going here with Mir. Immediately gets the anti-stall dart up, trying to make these rounds shorter than they already. Well, just trying to make those rounds short. You know what I'm saying?
Them short rounds, anti-stalled rounds, which is interesting. Judging by the fact that he died to eco last time, like, I don't know if you can really be like saying that you should max anti-stall and invest in that. Maybe try to buy your defense this time. We'll see. Maybe he'll do the rushing.
It's going to be important here to see. So Boulder, I think, tried to time those greens to prevent yellow from anti-stalling round 2. That's a very important round to anti-stall. Yellow did not get the anti-stall, or sorry, yellow did get the anti-stall on that round. Those greens were really poorly timed, I think, if that was the intention. Both players with a round 2 Adora. Sorry, I'm choking up over my own speech.
Yeah, we'll see
I
what
always
they
get
build.
nervous. Go on.
I always like, I hate. I mean, the first start goes there. Like, I always agree that the trip goes basically where they place both their trips. I think yellow's placement looks slightly better, although it looks like it's defending slightly worse right now. But I always get a little tripped up on, and I normally go with a crossbow there. But is that really the best? Because I feel like it could be punished.
Hmm.
And people still go crossbow, even though I guess it just got recently nerfed. But people probably still just go the same thing.
Here comes the space whites out and the crossbow coming out on both sides. And now you see, I think yellow finally, he got the memo after game 2, does get his crossbow out, does not give Boulder an opportunity to choke boost him.
Yeah.
Do you think that
Oh,
anti-stall dart
farms.
really helped out yellow's game?
No, I think that was just like, and he sold it too. It's just I don't get it.
Check out this mixed eco from Boulder. He's trying to do some micro layering right here, compelling the cross path on yellow's side. Boulder has not yet fully cross pathed his crossbow.
Does he get the farm off here? Okay, he uses the level 3. Does he get, okay, he doesn't get the farm. Okay, I mean, he's like kind of greeting, but he's not really getting anything out of it, so not really worth it.
All right.
This game will probably end pretty soon, I would say. Like I would be surprised
Ooh,
if we
triple leaks on
get
Boulder.
to round 17. I would be surprised. I mean, I think there's going to be some rushing like 11, 13.
I mean, these guys have already been playing some mind games with their micro layering, and something that I find interesting here with Mir is that neither player has invested in their spike pile yet. They're kind of just pushing each other on the farming race, and like, look at that, Yellow going for another farm. It's round 9, and there still is no spike pile deployed. Look at this, some check zebras forcing Adora 3 on Boulder's side. Boulder and Yellow both getting up their spike pile.
And I feel like the only reason to do that is if you're going to send something around 11. So I'd expect to see like something here, like some grouped whites or grouped blacks with some zebras. Something to force like a jug and more. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Boost from Yellow. Boulder with the Juggernaut. Zebras, purples. Boost from Boulder. Remember, no Adora 3 here.
Yep. He gets Adora 3 back.
Now,
could get
Yellow
re-rushed
with
13.
Boulder on the brink.
Camo.
Here's another rush. Camo Purple is trying to force a Cam Jug by.
Okay, gets level 3 out. So now we could send a good rush here. Bulliter wants to send something.
Whoa, double rush! Cam Grow Rainbows, regular Rainbows. Which rush wins? Race to the finish!
Crossbow. Does
Yellow's
crossbow
going
touch
through!
up?
Boulder's out!
Nice. That was close.
Photo
Good
finish,
game.
and Yellow moves on. Number 1 seed Boulder is out of this tournament after an incredible rushing sequence from Yellow. With Mir, how'd he do it?
He just hit him with a. He just drained all of his resources. It's just one after the other, knocked it down. First, he got. It started round 9 when I sent the region zebras, got the level 3 out, then a boost, then level 3, then the kill. So he just kept on like repeating rushes and draining all of his resources one by one.
I tell you what, that round 9 Adora Force from Yellow, that was genius. That's what set it all up with Mir, because once he got that set up, he was just able to, he was able to keep pecking at him. Meanwhile, now back to this game. Look at Carrot, gonna force a boost from Jake. Oh, maybe a little more. Huge R-Rod headed Jake's way. I'm lost, sorry. He's gonna Maelstrom to defend.
Okay, and I like this strategy more than the other ones that I've been seeing from him.
I'm lost coming back. It's an R-Rod. AP darts to try and defend. Carrot's not going to have a chance here, maybe. He's going to defend on boost.
Okay.
Woo.
The re-rush looks kind of scary, though.
Yeah, this could be interesting. Does
Re-rush
I'm Lost want to come
scary.
back?
As soon as this totem comes down, there might be some, yeah.
Yeah, here comes a re-rush. Lots of Cerams.
Just an all-out.
Into the double AP darts and the totem. It's not going to work. Yeah. I'm Lost going to take the victory.
Yep. There we go. Well, you know what? One of the players that we said is going to win the tournament is still in the tournament.
I don't.
And the
let's
other.
not talk about that. Let's not talk about that with Mir. Let's talk about.
No longer in the tournament.
Let's talk about game 2. Let's talk about game 2 with Mir. Let's talk about Carrot versus I'm Lost. Let's talk about game 2.
So let's say hypothetically, I'm Lost 223 versus Yellow _05. Who do you think wins that one? And then we'll come back to this game after that one question. Just give me one question.
Okay.
Just answer that one hypothetical, and then we'll come back.
I'm lost.
Okay, now let's go back to this. I'm Lost versus Carrot. Map 2. Where does Carrot go?
Ooh.
I think. I don't know. Somewhere short, I suppose. I don't know. We will see what he picks.
I'm still thinking about that genius sequence there from Yellow in the Boulder. Again, the regen zebras to force Adora 3, the round 11 rush to force the boost, right? One more rush to force Adora 3 again, and then finally that big all out.
Yeah, and Bolitter didn't want to even try to defend the last rush. He could have maybe tried to sell all into just like a bunch more defense.
Right.
But he just said no. I'm just going to counter.
I think he truly believed that his Cam Grow Rainbow Rush was going to win that race, but Yellow actually had something up his sleeve there to at least prolong his death. to get the win in that game. Yeah, I tell you what. I mean, that's one thing that Yellow is so good at with Mir is just understanding. I guess just understanding ahead of time. These rushing races, right? Understanding, I guess, Bloom's TD battles to rushing theory, right? Because legitimately, there could be a whole theory dedicated to rush sequences and counter rushes on round 13, round 14, right? I mean,
Yeah, and just peckering and knowing how to just use kind of different sizes of rushes, different situations versus different towers and different maps and everything like that. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting nuance to it. Yellow's
mm,
pretty good. That's why he has a bunch of badges.
yep. All right. So, we got a message there saying I'm Lost is eating right now, and that's why we don't see I'm Lost in this lobby with Carrot.
He's eating.
Um, oh my god. So with Mir, I'll tell you that I have I made some slow cooker chili overnight, and I mean it is really freaking good. I want to get me a batch of that just because I haven't eaten like a good like 3 or 4 hours or something. So I'm gonna get me some slow cooker chili.
Okay, nice.
Feel free to
Cooker
entertain
chili.
the chat in the meantime or something. I'll tell you guys how the slow cooker chili is once I get it. No, American.
Uh, why is I'm Lost eating in the middle of a tournament, dude? I mean, this is fantastic. Oh, here we go. We're gonna need some casual matches by Carrot. That's what the people came to see. Popology Weekly number 29. He needs his daily McDonald's. Speaks, Spegs for. Have you seen I'm Lost, bro? Is overweight. This is I'm Lost behavior. Yeah, I've heard, dude. I've seen that picture before. It's kind of brutal. Well, I suppose. Don't know how much time we're actually gonna give I'm Lost. I'll see what Emil Plane wants to do. In the meanwhile, we have Carrot going up against casual matches against somebody from Diddy Island. Hop on the game with me. Stream in the middle of a tournament. King Von's telling me to go live. It's a fantastic idea. King Von's smartest idea. This guy's not ecoing. Plays 2 tacks, sold one of them. Rebuys it at the bottom. I'm Lost substitution. Uh, I don't know. I feel like if I'm Lost is actually going to take 20 minutes, could be considered disqualifying. Said 5? Okay. We need the yearly with mirror stream. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Surely. But the problem, first of all, the first like logistical problem with me streaming is that I haven't streamed since I got this new computer. So I would have to like re-download OBS and like set it up again. Like it's not necessarily quite as simple as just launching the application and clicking go live. There are a few more steps involved. And I just recently got a new mic. Uh, Emil asked me to commentate, so I ordered one on Amazon, and it seems to be working. So that's an upgrade from my previous microphone, which did not work. So that's good. I'm lost win.
Ugh.
Carrot surrendered. Are you back, Laser? So the winner of this goes on to play yellow in the finals, which is a best of 5.
So I am back with my slow cooker chili. The one regret I have with regards to the like the choice of cheese that I have here is that so ideally I would have like some shredded cheddar, right? Or maybe
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
Classic with chili, right?
Yeah, but I only have mozzarella.
Oh, like white cheese on chili. It does feel like a little out of place, but I feel like it could still be good.
Yeah, the
Maybe.
alternative was Velveeta, but I tried Velveeta earlier and like it tasted horrible, dude. I don't know
That
what it was.
that would definitely not be good. Yeah, there's no way that would be good.
I don't know what it is about Velveeta, but it kind of has that it factor of being bad. Apparently, I don't know why, but
Well, it's good. I feel like it is good. I like it on like mac and cheese, but I feel like it's one of those types of cheeses that's it's really good at what it's supposed to do, like
right.
beyond mac and cheese, but outside of that, you can't really just apply it to other things.
I got you. So I got my my slow cooker chili in my hands, and we are about to watch Carrot versus I'm Lost. I'm Lost up 1-0 in this series. You're watching Popology Weekly number 29. If I'm Lost wins this match, he'll earn $10.
There you go. That's more than 0. There
Yeah.
we go. Well, I'm rooting for him. We'll see. I'm also kind of rooting for Carrot. So either way, Bloons Card Storm is going to the finals,
Mm.
which is, I think, pretty impressive.
My God, this chili is so fire, dude.
Can I have $10? I need Raising Canes. It's crazy. King Von, if you need $10, why don't you enter the tournament and like win 2 sets? Is that all it takes? 2 sets, 3 sets, something like that?
3 sets.
There you go.
Yes, because 2 cubed
One,
is 8.
2, 3. Yeah.
Yep.
Not in the server. I got banned.
How do you get banned from Popology?
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's wild. Well, unlucky.
Yeah,
We
that's
have
very unlucky.
the next game here. I'm Lost versus Carrot.
Mm.
Looks like we got Druid sub farm from I'm Lost. And Dart Mortar Farm, which I think is just better. But I'm Lost is comfortable with Druid sub farm, so it's not completely lost. The thing that I think is low key the biggest weakness is just group DDTs. Without like a life buff Superstorm are really hard to defend with Druid.
See the difference here in opinion from either player. Carrot going for that anti-stall dart. I'm going to watch very attentively to see if he gets the anti-stall here on round 2. Should be a piece of cake actually with the current configuration. 2-3 dart plus the Adora. Yep, there you go. There's the anti-stall. So how late can Carrot take this game and still have a chance of winning?
Oh, I mean, I think he might there's I think there's a legitimate argument to say that Carrot like automatically wins once it hits around 28.
Oh, interesting.
Because Carrot can obviously defend infinite FDDTs with Papana, like Balloon Send, Papana, like even off boost just with Papana micro. So like theoretically he can defend infinite FDDTs, but if you send infinite FDDTs
Ooh, boost from I'm Lost
to Druid sub farm, they kind of just die. If they're grouped.
Unforced boost, but I'm Lost does get perfect leaks there in the process.
Yeah, so I mean he'll get his leaks in here. I mean, and ideally, like if you're I'm Lost, you need to try to sneak in the second Druid to get it life buffed at some point, but you can't really ever afford to do that until maybe the later game. Probably not in the early game because it would just hurt your farms too much. and your eco and your farms if you try to get it early. So I sometimes I see people going down intentionally to like 85-ish lives so that they can leak more on their second druid more comfortably.
Hmm.
That second druid is so key to the group depth ADTs, but we'll see. I'm interested to
Yeah.
see if this is like the proper farming flowchart now, and what exactly they do with utilizing this bottom crosspath on the farm here.
You think they'll do bottom crosspath plant rush?
The thing is, like, it's for one thing, it's really good to get up a third tier farm here as early as possible. Like, obviously. And the next question is, do you go plant or do you go bank? And I think, in my opinion, with Druid sub farm here, you can't really afford to be greedy enough to go bank and actually get around 11 and 12 defense.
Hmm.
So I think you don't have that option. So you probably go plant if you're I'm lost, and then if I'm lost goes plant, then he's gonna have no money to rush, and so then I think you try to go bank in response to that if you're carrot.
Hmm.
And then maybe you still try to rush if you're carrot too. I think you can be aggressive here and force a lot on I'm lost side, like 11, 13.
Fairly tame first 9 rounds of this game. We'll see if Carrot wants to be aggressive here when round 11 comes around. Double mortar here from Carrot. Both these players need some kind of essential defense, some check group wipes on the I'm lost side, and he already gets the Bally in response. Carrot with mortar duet. And now we just play the waiting game here.
He pre-bought this Bally, so smart.
I feel like this is going to turn into like I feel like they're both going to passive here and just try and maximize their farms.
Yeah, I could see that.
Carrot's going to plant. So does I'm lost. No rushing yet from either player. Maybe there's a double plant angle here.
I'm thinking bank. Okay, he's thinking
Here's
rush.
a rush from Carrot.
But I think it's a little early to rush, and not a good rush.
Yeah.
The camos in there I don't like.
Oh yeah, no value there. He did not get value.
The camos just got. He was already. His response to the rush was already going to be reactor. And so.
Carrot getting rush in response here. Mortar
That's
Duet
fine.
is going to clean up just fine. Carrot does hold the boost. Adora 3 came out.
Nice.
A little bit of poking right here. No serious play yet. Just a bunch of checks. You see, I'm lost unsubmerging his reactor.
Gotta stall a little bit more. Not pop the AI instantly. He knows he wants to go later, but he's having a hard time stalling on this map. He's getting out farmed a little bit. But he's not playing bad. I don't think that mid game went perfect for Carrot. Especially like I really hated those camos that he threw into that rush because it's funny because I'm lost response to that rush in general was just going to be a reactor anyway, so the camos were just so bad.
Right.
I mean, it's still very winnable for either player right now, in my opinion. Like, extremely winnable. Like, I'm nitpicking, but like, a lot of the earlier stuff doesn't matter. They're both in very winnable positions. It's both, you know, playable.
I got just the right amount of tomato flavor in that chili, dude. I mean,
What else do you have in that chili? I was kind of wanted to ask. What else do you have in there?
FMO headed I'm lost way. He should be able to greet defend this just fine with his current defense config. I got about like, obviously I got the ground beef in there. I got like black beans, red kidney beans, pinto beans. By chance, just because of a bunch of substitutions, there's like different types, like 2 different types of onions. Like
now he's getting his leaks in as well for the
really smart. Gonna
troops.
leak 33 lives down to 30 lives here.
Yeah.
Sorry, leek's only 30, um, but yeah, I also got like I don't know, like some green peppers, red peppers, like different kinds of peppers, right? But it's just because like I didn't want to chop the stuff up myself, so I just like went to I went to the like local grocery store and I just like bought like pre-sliced like vegetables and stuff. I don't know. My parents didn't really teach me how to chop stuff up very well, so
Okay. Cool. Well, it sounds like some tasty chili, dude. Do you like it
oh
spicy?
yeah. I didn't want to make it spicy because then my mom wouldn't eat it. But I got like the chili powder in there, got the oregano, got the cumin, right?
Nice.
Um, so if I wanted to make
Back
it
to
spicy, I'd probably put like some jalapeno relish in there and get like some roasted or the red pepper, the roasted red peppers.
okay. A
Yeah.
lot of ways you could spice up a chili. You could use some da bomb. Apparently, that's the intended use of that hot sauce,
Oh.
is to spice up large batches of chili. But some people put it on wings. Anyway, we got a game going on here. It looks like Carrot
Hmm.
has stopped ecoing and has opted to just go really heavy on the farms here, which isn't a terrible play, especially like right as round 23 is about to get underway.
You
But
know, this game must have gotten anti-stalled quite a bit because Carrot's only sitting on 1800 raw eco right now.
yeah, I mean, I think he's been trying to anti-stall a bit, but I mean, I do think eco is like really valuable, and Carrot's not even anti-stalling that well. He doesn't have an A bat yet, and
Hmm.
so he's not like, doing an incredible job of anti-stalling anyway. Um, I'd say that I'm Lost probably gets up, his uh, a big farm this turn.
Hmm.
But Carrot needs to like force the Spirit of the Forest out, and what I'm Lost needs to do is he needs to try to spam like a couple Populus and a couple like top path druids and not get a Spirit of the Forest, just like some small Moab, F Moab tight rushes.
Hmm.
Maybe only he needs to get it for BFBs, tight BFBs. He probably needs a Spirit of the Forest. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if they even
Let's
rush each
see.
other now, or if they just try to opt for like round 30 F bad type of game.
I think we're on that teetering edge here with me of whether or not these guys want to go for that rushing angle or try and go for and greet the 5xx farm.
I think I'm Lost is definitely inclined to go late. I'm just not sure about Kara. Okay, yep. So here's
Here we
this.
go.
I was
One set
talking
of
about
tight
this rush
FBF
coming.
F Moabs.
Okay, he's just going Sodif. He's just going straight up Sodif. So I think that's an overreaction. I think that's bad. I think that's a really good rally rush by Kara. And he's gonna die.
And he's got a boost. He's still going to defend somehow.
It defends. He leaked three
Barely.
lives. He leaked 3 lives.
Hmm.
Like,
DDT's on the ready.
how doesn't he die to DDTs?
Here it comes. The first DDT of the game, headed Carrot's way.
Wait,
It's gonna
Carrot
fly
just
through to the
died.
exit, and I'm Lost is going through. Oh no! The pump and all! Oh, he's down anyways! No!
I've lost the fucking.
No! 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 It was an incredible play.
Goaded rush. The Dark
was an
Dirigible
incredible
Titan
play.
strikes again. On round 26, I saw a Reddit post the other day that was there was a guy asking about that balloon. He said on round 26, he always either loses the game or wins the game because he just sends the black Moab, and there's just nothing you can do. Just nothing pops it. And
I'm Lost buys his way into the finals with a $2,500 rush, a single DDT to take the series win over Carrot.
he was right.
He just wasn't ready for it, Withmere.
Nothing you can do, dude. Dark Dirigible Titan, Black Moab. Just game ending round 26. Well, I'm Lost moves on, and now he goes up. I mean, this will be a good match. This will be a really good test, because I think I'm Lost. I don't know. It's been suspect. I don't know what's going on. First, first I was not sure if it was I'm Lost, and then I was reconvinced that it was real I'm Lost, and he's been playing various strategies and doing odd things. But he has won every single game. And Yellow has lost once to Bowlater. Oh, and once to Cass. So
Well,
we'll see. My original pick to win the tournament. I'm lost. How is bullet round 2? No shade to bullet. More shade to a red laser beam.
Jesus
Or no, sorry,
Christ.
round 3. No, he made it round 3. Sorry, that's a misread for me. Maybe it's semifinals. Yeah, one away.
I don't know, man. I thought Boulder had that magic in him, but
That was close.
I, I
Those were good matches.
those were really fun matches,
They're high
dude.
level
But
matches. Those are cool matches.
I mean, I love seeing Yellow's rushing science pull through. I mean, again, this guy he's got, I mean, he's got like a PhD in Bloons TD Battles 2 balloon rushing. That's how good this guy is when it comes to aggro.
This is bread and butter.
Yep. And I tell you what. I mean, he suffered probably. I mean, that round 2 or that game 2 loss on inflection. You know, losing to the boosted eco, probably the most embarrassing way to lose a game. A really shameful way to lose the game, honestly. But
that was crazy. That was wild.
But you know what he did there with me? I mean, he came right back and fired off probably one of the best Dart masterclasses I've seen in a long time. So.
Okay, here we have it. I'm Lost versus Mr. Yellow. Going to Glade. I'm Lost is apparently playing Bonnie.
He's going to go Boomer Mortar Spack. Yeah, Boomer Mortar Spack Bonnie.
That's crazy.
That's what we're showing right here. Yeah. And I think Yellow is going to go Adora Dart Spack farm. I feel like it's a very tried and true strategy on this map in the recent meta.
Why is I'm Lost? He's always been an eco bot. That's a dumb question, Salty. Yeah. Jesus, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, I think I'm Lost wins this. I'll be honest with you. I think
Yellow
I'm
starting
Lost
off
in
with
his
chip
comfort
darts
zone right now. Eco bot's playing eco. He's gonna get his boomer up. His favorite hero, favorite tower.
And Bonnie's probably one of the best enablers of eco strategies, especially on these sorts of maps here, where, you know, with Mir, I think there was a while when, especially when I was playing this game more actively, when we were playing eco strats on these maps, which were supposed to be tack farm rushing maps, right?
It happens occasionally, especially when like certain towers get OP, like sniper.
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the sniper was good with farm, but he was also really good with village too. Yeah. Gosh, why do they keep buffing village?
I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see just how many lives Yellow can take off of I'm Lost while he tries to get his mandatory defense up. There you see some more layering right there. Look at that, the blues and the yellows. Again, even with Bonnie at the very end there, I'm Lost still taking trickle leaks, now down to 60 lives already. It's only round 3. He's going to take even more leaks, and ideally he doesn't want to burn a boost here, but round 4 coming up. He needs to get that Glaive Ricochet up soon. Big boost from I'm Lost. Unforced boost, gets the Glaive Ricochet. He's going to survive, but he's down to 33 lives, 32 lives, 29 lives, 24 lives.
I mean, you say unforced, but I mean, for one thing, I'm Lost obviously had to boost to live. And for two, I mean, it's not that it was necessarily unforced. It was kind of unforced, but it was really just like value forced. Like he just kind of mixed eco and layered things and sent all sorts of different eco layers in the early game, which isn't that expensive. So it, you know, it wasn't like unforced, but
look at the
it was just like
space
very
eco
cheap.
here with Mir. Yellow is still trying to put on the pressure, still trying to trickle more lives off. I'm Lost.
Yeah, the spaced white balloons. You put just enough spacing between them, it just messes up with the Rico.
Yep. And I mean, he already got it. He got good value too because he forced a second boomer buy. That's money that he can't put into Bonnie minecarts there.
So we'll see. He needs to. How much are his minecarts right now? 70. That's not a lot. Not a lot.
Okay,
yeah, we'll
he's
see.
getting 70 a shard right now. Gonna get another Bonnie upgrade.
Yellow's doing a pretty good job anti-stalling, I would say. There's,
yeah, I think he's doing.
Darts right there.
He's hanging in there. Yep. I think the real question of how well Yellow has played this early game is going to come down to how, like, what what is his farm config going to be at the end of round 9? How much farms is he going to have?
And how much can I'm Lost greed these mine cards? How much does he invest in SPACs here? Or something I'm wondering about. Which cross paths does he go in a SPAC? Does he get something maybe for Camo Lead?
Well, he's decided
does
that
he go
round 8
bottom?
is the round to invest money into the Spactory. You think that's the right call here with me, or do you think you should have waited a little more?
I think it's a little early. I think like maybe try to get one more mine card up. Okay, but yeah, I mean I guess it's probably right because
Ooh.
Yellow is such an aggressive player, and now you see this is just going to eat into his SPAC.
Wow. Gonna force the mortar buy here from I'm Lost. I'm Lost getting a little scared over these regen
Very
zebras,
scared. A
but he does
lot of
hold just
damage.
fine. So he's still in this game. He's got a little bit of a spike pile.
140 mine cards.
Grouped whites from Yellow. He's thinking about rushing.
He wants
Zebras,
to force that
purples. Here
blue
is the
board,
rush.
or the
Bonding
top
3
half.
deployed from I'm
Or
Lost. Gonna defend.
yep, nice. Bonnie 3 is so good, man. It's so broken. Like, it's actually unbelievable. You cannot rush through it.
Yellow thinking about whether he wants to rush again or not. I think he's leaning on not rushing. You see, he's got the group blue eco going here.
It's like a super monkey storm. Blue's card storm. Bonnie 3 just nukes the screen.
Last chance to build up farms here before round 14. I'm Lost. Being sent to Rams gets the Morglaives to respond. Also a little bit of a boomer upgrade there as well. And that is going
A
to
little bit
compromise Yellow's farms a
overreaction.
little bit. He gets a late plantation. 302 farm on his side of the screen right there.
Yeah, a little late, but he does get it up.
Ooh, check Zebras from I'm Lost. Gonna force a boost right away. Juggernaut
Yes.
and Adora 3. That was everything. Don't forget, I'm Lost can sell Bonnie minecarts if he wants to leverage a little bit of liquidity on his rerush here. You think he rerushes with Mir?
I don't think he should go for it.
Oh, he's gonna go
Oh,
for it
he's going
anyways.
for it.
Regen
No.
Rainbows to win game 1. Here it is.
Oh,
Big
goes
rush
through.
from I'm Lost. He's gonna win the game.
Never mind. I'm lost. Freaking goat, man. This guy's my goat, dude. No, he's not. Ninjas is my goat. But I'm Lost is gonna win the tournament. I don't know why he wasn't the 1 seed. He was clearly gonna win. All the smart people picked him from the beginning. I want to see. I want to look at the prediction in chat. Let's see what people say. Yellow Cologne put 1.7k on him, and then Salty bet 2k, and I'm Lost 223. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we got more games. It's what, first to 3 wins. So Yellow will now get to control the map. So I feel like this will be a really, really big indicator of how this set will go. Because Yellow needs to win on his counter pick at least, right?
I feel like
At
I mean
least.
he's got to prove that he can come out on top on these rushing matchups, and
Yeah.
you know, I just
Gotta
feel
win.
like that game that first game really took a hit to I think that damaged Yellow's pride a little bit there. With Mir, Yellow did not respect the amount of liquidity that I'm Lost could produce. I think he thought that since he was playing against Eco that it was going to be one of those games of, unstoppable force versus immovable object. But, when you got those Bonnie minecarts with Mir, I mean, you can threaten the rerush, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Bonnie minecart thing is you basically just have to send multiple rushes and waves, kind of like how Yellow knocked out Bolt later
Hmm.
in the last round. So it's like when I say you can't rush through minecarts, it's like you just have to send, waved rushes.
So I think it was also I think also a big reason that I say Yellow was caught off guard there is because Twitch chat pointed out that rush that I'm Lost sent. I mean, you can defend that with good enough micro. White GX32 in the chat claiming 2 jugs, 1 camo jug defends that.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely very defendable, and Dart has like a lot of good ways to defend it. And I've seen, I think, multiple jugs kind of defend that type of thing, but I mean, Yellow's just caught a little bit off guard, and he's more of a rushing player versus a defending rushes
Right.
player. So sometimes you can just, get caught a little off guard.
I mean, it's all fun and games when you're playing offense. You're just putting all those rushes out there until you actually have to defend one yourself. So
We'll see. More
game
Dart.
2, and you see that Yellow has decided to pick basalt columns.
And he put the Dart up there again, which I don't know why he does this. really don't know why he does this at all.
I just
Maybe
feel
he
like
has
he's
a reason.
cucking his farms when he does that. You know, with
I mean, he probably has some interesting reason. And you know what? It like I'm not even gonna doubt him for right now. You know, it's easy to like talk crap and be like he's definitely wrong, but he's been right about some weird things about balloons before, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he has a good reason. But it's just interesting, and then he sells it right here too.
right.
But he is more lives, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's another. Yeah, that's another thing too. Is he does have more lives than I'm lost. So he's got the lives lead. He's reasonably competitive in the farms, and as long as that Dirt Monkey stays unupgraded with me, he's not losing a substantial amount of money from placing it and then selling it.
Yeah, I mean, he has like you know a comfortable amount of more lives, so maybe that's worth the money. I don't know if that's anything to do with
It's not a
spoon
bad idea to be thinking about lives in
a
maps like this. With...
while spoon a while. Thank you for the prime. This founder's badge. YouTube, yeah, check out the YouTube at Battles 2 Popology for VODs of the tournament and highlight videos and other cool things.
I mean, with me. I think the highlight reel for this tournament could go easily like an hour long, dude. There have been so many great plays that we have captured throughout this tournament. I mean, this is probably the most exciting Popology weeklies I've ever commentated, dude.
It's interesting. Sometimes you just pop into a game and there's like a rush midway through the screen. And then sometimes people have been, you know, chilling in a Discord chat in the middle of their game while live streaming it. Interesting.
So, I do got a question for you, Withmere. You see Dart Farm Adora on Basalt columns, and I'm going to give you a choice between Mortar and Spac. Which tower are you picking and why?
Oh, and it got a little pressure coming in.
A little pressure right there. Look
Okay,
at that.
just a spike is good. Doesn't need a jug.
I'm Lost coming back with some Zebras of his own, going to force an unupgraded Dart.
I feel like I'd probably go Spac just because it's a little easier to play.
Mm.
And can be kind of safer at times. And you can still
Both players
defend
checking
everything.
with group whites. Ooh, a lot of group whites on yellow side of the screen here. Going to wither away that spike pile. Now a Juggernaut from yellow, but
Good
that spike
pressure.
pile
And he's
completely
gonna send
dissipated.
more.
Boosted Zebras!
Yeah.
Who's back from yellow?
This is gonna be bad round 13.
Going back is yellow!
He's gonna
Zebras,
boost. And he's gonna be
purples!
fine. He needs to get down his sig. Okay, yep, right there. Signal flare. And that's the thing is that I'm lost. Okay, so I'm lost is down a boost. He needs to re-rush like soon. They're both gonna re-rush here.
Yeah, I think we're looking like a double rush sequence right here. I'm Lost going to start first
I'm lost
with a
has his
lot of
balloon
leads.
boost first.
Now
He needs to
Rainbow's
rush
on top.
more.
Yellow coming back with Rainbows of his own. Double rush sequence.
Why is he
Photo
rushing
finish,
so
race to
little?
the finish.
Why is he
Oh,
rushing
Lost
so
is
little?
down.
Why did he send so like little of an amount and then buy one jug to defend? Like, what?
I feel
That
like
was crazy. That was an odd way to play that. I was a little confused there.
I feel like I feel like what happened is that I'm Lost mistimed when he misperceived when the end of round 12 was going to be. I think he sent those LEDs early thinking he was going to get rainbows a lot sooner than he actually did get access to those group rainbows. And I think that totally screwed with him there. That's why I think that's why he sent so many group LEDs to start off that rushing sequence.
Yeah, his first initial rush was definitely like I guess a little bit too early because like it would have naturally flowed better if he could have re-rushed with like you're saying the grouped rainbows on round 13 a little earlier. But then they were both kind of just like sitting there waiting, and it just did not work out. And he didn't send enough too. He sent like a tiny amount with like no tail behind it, like no layer, and then it just like stopped sending, and then sold all his farms, bought one jug, and then died. I don't get it.
I feel like maybe also I'm Lost was confused about how it was going to go. Maybe he just pre-computed in his head thinking that yellow wasn't going to rush for whatever reason, even though he was off boost. I feel like
yellow
that's
defended too. Like yellow just used like what do you have like level 3, and he just like defended. Like I don't know. Yellow won that one pretty well.
Yeah,
and then I'm Lost is going DSF.
Ooh.
He's starting with a sub.
Sub start Druid Sub Farm versus what I think is Dart Mortar Farm on the right side of the screen. It could either be Dart Mortar Farm or Dart Spac Farm.
Why is he going sub start?
I'm curious about that. I mean, I'm not going to doubt with Mir that I'm Lost can get competitive farms doing this. I'm just wondering how he's going to get his Druid Leaks in.
Is he gonna get Druid next, or is he gonna upgrade his sub next? What do you think?
I feel like he might just get Druid next and then just start working on his Druid Leaks after that. But I'm honestly not sure.
We'll see. Apparently he's gonna upgrade his sub. Looks like. Let me get a farm. Yeah, farm.
Yeah, there you go. It feels like sub farm with a pocket Druid, but
I guess what's the
I don't
point
know,
of the
man.
Druid? What does the Druid do for this loadout?
I mean, because he's not hiding anything from Yellow by doing Substart, right? I mean, he's playing open, so he's essentially signaled to Yellow already that he's gonna have a Druid here at some point. He's got his
But,
open in that usual Druid spot or that usual open spot.
but all I'm saying is, like, why would you choose that as your third tower? Like, what is the most efficient late game tower? Okay, I'll give you the AOW is like probably the most efficient, or maybe other than it Mad, like F bad defense.
So I'm lost
I
still
think
sitting at 150 lives. He's got a 100 farm with a chance to get 200 farm.
Emil playing
Trip
or
guns.
someone made a F bad like damage efficiency chart. I might be able to pull that up just for reference, but
Okay.
there's some interesting towers at the top. Well, it doesn't have the new Bozo Soliders information in there, so you know.
Whew, there you go. I'm lost getting up his second 200 farm. He's going to block some of the Jericho Steel doing that as well.
Yeah. Anyway, yellow is just anti-stalling here.
So here is one angle to think about here with Mir. If I'm Lost does not redeploy, he redeployed his Brambles. I was thinking if I'm Lost does not redeploy his Brambles, once these Jericho camos start coming out, I'm Lost can start getting Druid Leaks for free from now until round 12.
He could probably, once he does go for Druid Leaks, just go for like multiple Druids at the same time. Since he's getting it so late.
Gets up the second 200 farm. Both players even Steven in the farming game right now. And here it is on round 8, the first Druid of the game from I'm Lost. And it's a mid-path Druid.
Huh. Like mid-path? Is he gonna go?
I see where this is going. I just wonder how effective this defense configuration is
round 9
going to be.
steal as well is an interesting like timing because I think he haven't.
Yeah, no, E4 went the 650 seal on round around 11. It's round 11,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, to
But
go
he
for
also got his
250
Jericho rather late, and he's been anti-stalling, so I think that was maybe his first steal, maybe.
Group. Eco from yellow headed I'm Lost sway. Screen's frozen, so I can't see what's happening, but
Yeah,
now it's unfrozen.
Out for a second there, but I can see. Yeah, there's like a lot of AI camo zebras that are just leaking, and I'm lost. I need to get. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Got the decamo.
Very interesting here that he's going for X3X Druid spam.
But look at Yellow's farms.
Oh my god, he's just getting away with murder right now with those farms, dude.
Okay, I'm lost. Finally got a plant up.
Ooh, rush from yellow.
Rush.
R-Rod, big R-Rod, boosted.
Rush.
He's back. And I'm Lost. Is he going to defend on the boost? Yes, he will defend on the boost.
This AP darts is crazy now. Holy, dude. This thing is insane.
Do you dare re-rush if you're I'm Lost? It's round 14. Sorry, if you're yellow. Yellow going to double plant.
No, he easily gets up a second AP, and then if he really needs to, he can sell the plant for a third AP. So you don't re-rush.
Yellow agrees with your assessment with me. He's decided to go for the yellow eco. Both players yellow ecoing, and I think after what they saw during those rounds, I think they're just committed here to trying to build up their farms. How do you feel about I'm Lost's farms right now with Mir?
I would probably rather be in I'm lost position right now, overall. I think,
Really?
yeah. I think his strategy is a little more control-y, a little more lady gamier-ish, I suppose.
Hmm.
I mean, all that Yellow's gonna do is he's gonna send a huge rush on round 30. I guess maybe. Hmm.
Hmm.
I would suppose at least by round 30, Yellow's gonna all out maybe with some like decoy stuff going on. But Yellow can't go very late with his strategy. I mean, he's running Wiz, Dart.
Right.
So I would kind of rather be I'm lost right now. I think he's in a pretty comfortable position. He's gonna get all these Druid leaks in. He's gonna get them all 3 at a time here. Some of these like AI camos probably pretty safely. He's gonna have a decent enough eco, be able to get okay enough farms to where I think he could probably out late game Yellow here.
So if you're Yellow, I'm thinking there's maybe two ways you could approach this if you're Yellow. You can try and maybe go for, just
Nice leaks there.
some. Oh yeah, nice leaks. Maybe try and check rush. I'm lost a bunch of times to try and drain him, or maybe just try and get up a bunch of farms. Passive this game out. Do you think the passive angle is more desirable here for Yellow, or?
I think actually yes. I think yes. I think at this point yes, based on what I've seen with this crazy sub and having all these druid leaks in and all this stuff, like I think you'd probably want to go passive at this point if I'm Yellow and just try to maybe all out him around 30 or
Hmm.
32 at the latest, but really 30 probably.
Right. So I think the big thing to watch out for, a couple things to watch out for with Mir in this mid game as we go through these mid games. One, how well do both these players get their farms up? How well can I'm Lost get the Druid leaks that he needs, right? And does Yellow go for the pressure rushes, or does he decide to play passive?
What does Yellow end up doing here? Well, it looks like he just got a big farm in before round 20, so that's a
Oh
big
yeah,
PRF.
that's pretty huge.
So that's pretty good, and he does send a little bit of a poke here. But the thing is, the thing is, this is a very traditional rush. This FBFB against, and he's sending some rerod.
Look at this, rainbows underneath.
Rerod under. Is that rerod or is that just
That's
rainbow?
yeah, that's a very large R rod underneath. Wow.
Jeez, and that's
Layered
so
on top
bad,
of the Jerry
man.
Nats, but it did nothing. Yeah,
It did
that was a big
nothing.
waste of money.
It did like this new sub is insane, dude. This is just 2 of these things. Rerod deleted, all these Moab class balloons deleted. Like this thing is insane.
Yeah,
They buffed
I
this
think,
thing so much. And
and
now
now he's
Yellow's
sending
sending
another
more?
one. I feel like this is a horribly thought out rush here with Mir. I don't agree with this move. Sending another FBFB into I'm Lost, but he can defend with the defense that he has on screen right now. The only benefit he's going to have here is maybe slightly delaying I'm Lost's farm progression, but
Yeah, I mean maybe he's trying to all out him with DDTs. I suppose is his plan.
but
But at this
I think
point, I wouldn't be surprised if these freaking subs can just solo DDTs as well.
you know what?
Seems
I mean, he
insane.
could probably go Superstorm plus the sub spam maybe and defend DDTs that way. Chat's calling a yellow loss here just because that XX4 sub is something else.
This thing is insane, man. Yellow keeps on poking. I don't know why it keeps on like sending stuff at it. I think I would not have sent any of those FBFBs or like that rerod was crazy, man.
Maybe in a previous patch with me, but I tell you what, I mean that R rod just evaporated, just never had a chance. And that was on top of Jerry Nats too. So here's a regular BFB.
Is
I
he sending this? Like I don't.
I just feel like he's intentionally throwing the game at this point. This is a horrible decision, dude.
But I mean, he has a lot of farms on this side of the screen. I suppose. Right? I mean, those are good farms.
I don't know. I mean, they're good farms, but I'm like, think about what the kind of farms he could have had here if, he didn't send all those bozo rushes. Here's a check rush, one set of tight Moabs with some tight leads underneath. Super Monkey Fan Club coming through, but I think he's got a U-Jug maybe to defend this. Boost from Yellow. Will he choke it away? Gets the U-Jug in time. He will defend, and he
I'd
keeps the
afford
X5X
all
farm up.
that and the U-Jug and everything. Was selling all those. He was sitting on so much money. And he kept the tier 5 farm up, still kept the U-Jug. He has so much
3
money.
DDTs headed Yellow's way. Yellow sending one back. Second one back. Multiple DDTs on both sides of the screen.
Oh, he's got
Wizard Lord Phoenix coming out from Yellow. Gonna defend. Now Yellow sending more.
Yellow has too much money.
Huge Russian style shootout.
Yeah,
Unlost is in trouble. And he loses to the Natural Cerams. Never had a chance to
I called the DDT angle. Yellow was just trying to drain him for DDTs and then all at him. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know what I did not know what Yellow had up his sleeve with me, but he was playing four-dimensional chess the way that he set that up, dude. I mean, that was absolutely genius.
Yeah, I mean, Yellow just got like crazy farms up and just sent. I mean, it was a lot of like. I mean, it was interesting because it was like pressure rushes, it was like bozo rushes, but they like it seemed like they weren't good at all. Like they weren't even forcing any defense. But maybe, in my opinion, I'm lost. The mistake that he made that game was he just ecoed too much. It's not that he defended poorly, because his defense was OP and it was very cheap. I think he just ecoed for too long, and he should have gotten at least one big farm up so that he could sell it for like some DDT defense, some more permanent stuff other than first striking. Like at least a Sada for something.
Well, if you're I'm lost, you're down to your last loss. What map do you pick?
I don't know. I mean, obviously you open it up a little bit, you take it away from TAC. I don't know. I'm lost. I feel like just has some crazy strategy. Like he's gonna pick the most random map. Like I feel like he's the type of guy that has some like bow later strategy up his sleeve of going, you know, inflection and balloon boosting whites around 5 and just winning. We'll see.
I mean, I think we all know Yellow. I mean, he's got some tricks up his sleeve, but Yellow's not invincible. There are ways to beat this guy. We have seen how you can beat Yellow in this tournament with Mir. We've definitely seen it. Although I guess we've also seen how you can defeat I'm Lost in this tournament. So here we go.
And we'll see who ends up coming out. So far, Yellow 2-1 here. So neither of us picked Yellow to win the whole tournament, but he's got a good shot. Yeah, pretty good chance here, especially if he wins this game. This is last game if he wins it.
So it is first to 3. It's match point for Yellow. If Yellow wins, he wins $30. Both players have already secured $10 payouts by making it to the finals. The winner of this final series will get themselves a $30 bag. Again, that is almost enough for a meal at Olive Garden. If you try to use this prize money to go to Olive Garden, you won't be able to afford your meal. They'll still kick you out, but you at least have some of the money that you need to eat that. So, yeah.
Some money's better than none of the money.
Yeah.
So thank you to our lovely sponsor, Zenny Z, for that.
Huge thanks to Ziny Z for the prize pool here.
We're seeing an interesting, looks like AFE coming out from Yellow's side.
That looks like the tried and true Jericho AFE on Yellow side of the screen versus Druid Sub Farm on I'm Lost.
And that's interesting. I mean, obviously, AFE is better at pretty much every round here. So we'll see how this goes.
Check out this group Blueco here from I'm Lost. He's really trying to go for a late game angle here.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, what if he's going eco? But then I just remembered watching his stream, and so we can see he's going farm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's odd. The blue eco is odd here.
Well, you have to remember.
Maybe he's stalling.
I think one thing worth noting here with Mir is that they did buff efficiency of Group Blue Eco at some point, so it's not as much of a throw as it used to be.
Yeah, I agreed. I mean, they keep on buffing it, so it's not that bad. So maybe he just thinks it's overall worth it, or at least installed maps.
I'm Lost getting those Druid Leaks in. Now down to 68 lives and gets the Open Brambles up, so no problems, no qualms here from I'm Lost. Now gets his Druid up to the XX3. What's up?
Not blocking much of the steal here. He only blocked
Oh
like
yeah, he's
maybe
taking all of
50 of
it.
that steal. I mean, maybe 50, less than 50, 25 to 50 he blocked. Not very good.
You know, that's going to be kind of a big deal because you know, if Yellow plays these first rounds perfectly, right? I mean, there's a way that Yellow could just end it just outright, right? With just a nice round 9, round 10, round 11 sequence.
Yeah, it all kind of snowballs. They get their first steal's pretty big. If they get a big second, and they get like their farms up one more upgrade than they should have, you know, and then if they get a second big steal and they get another farm up, and they just keep on snowballing this advantage, and Jericho games can get out of control really quickly.
I mean, there's no way that I'm Lost can achieve 3 times 200 farms by round 9 if Yellow gets his second steal in here, right? I mean, even right now, it's improbable. I think.
We will see how it goes, and we'll see how many farms. One of the things I'm interested to see is how many farms Yellow ends up going for. Probably just 2-2-0-0s. Here's the second steal.
Hmm.
Oh, good block. This is a really good block.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that.
That was much better than the first block.
Oh, this is what a block!
It was much better than the
What
first.
a block! And he's
More
gonna get the 3
prepared for
times
that
200
one.
farms just fine.
Yeah.
Now, don't forget, Yellow has some mandatory defense he needs to build for round 9, or else I'm Lost can try for a round 9, round 11 sequence of his own to force game 5.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much Yellow pre-buys here. I think he should buy maybe a little bit more on that.
He's playing on the edge. He's leaving himself open. Maybe
He
trying
just
to
needs
bait
to
out I'm
micro.
Lost. He's going to take the bait.
I'm lost.
2 sets of
much. I don't.
Zebras.
I'm lost. I don't think likes to pressure there very much. So, but yeah, Yellow's good. He's getting up his defense. He'll get the sentry soon. I don't think I'm lost will pressure around 11 anyway. We'll see.
Well, yeah, I mean, you see the money that he has on his screen here with me, and I think I'm Lost is really thinking about that round 12 bank angle, perhaps.
Oh, he knows he needs a lot more defense, or he could rush around 13.
Group
Okay,
whites,
yeah.
reactor buy.
That's
He
a
was scared
panic.
with me.
That was a little bit like panicky, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, he was scared. I think he thought Yellow was going to rush him outright, and Yellow just baited out the upgrade.
That seemed very panicky to me.
I mean, because if I'm Lost tries to sell this reactor into bank, I think surely he'll get punished hard for that.
How much is that bottom cross path? Because he bought it 3 times there on 3 different farms, which I feel like is not the optimal. Like, you know, that's just like
I think it's like 460 or something. I don't know.
you're just kind of like burning money, right? If you're just sitting on 3-2-0-1s.
So if I'm Lost, let's see. Well, he's gonna double plant here. Yellow double plants. Late third plant here as well from I'm Lost. I think it's not the worst thing in the world with Mir since he got the plant upgrades in a reasonable time.
Yeah. It's probably not exactly optimal, but he's doing fine now.
Okay, so triple plant on I'm Lost screen, 3 times 302 farms, plus on yellow side of the screen we see 2 times 302 farms, plus the 1-200 farm.
And no balloon trap yet down, which I think is probably accurate. I think that's probably an accurate line by Yellow, but just to mention, yeah, and a decent steal there. But yeah, now he's starting to think about it more, and oh, he just gets it.
Oh,
outright.
okay, there you go. He's gonna
afford
go for trap. Okay.
I didn't think he'd have that much money on hand. But it makes him a lot safer to kind of have that. Like, you don't really feel super safe as the
Right.
AFE player until you get, like, you know, at least a trap down, maybe a foam down, and then you're like, okay, now I'm just like chilling.
Okay. I feel like I'm Lost did a really good job of getting farms up here in this early part of the stage with Mir. What do you think? You like his position?
I still don't love his position. It's not terrible. I think this has gone rather favorably for him so far in terms of how it could have gone. I still think he has a losing matchup.
Right.
And we'll see how this goes. But I think there's a couple areas that he's sort of weak to, like round 13 and other things. But he made a little bit of a mistake by sort of overreacting to the grouped whites that Yellow sent on round 13. But at the same time, then that meant that he kind of had defense pre-bought, so he got a, you know, Druid in general is kind of weak, like 13 and 16, so you got to bypass those rounds.
I'll make a side remark here that Yellow declined to put pressure when the round 17 Jerry Nats came out on screen. Do you expect to see maybe like any round 21 pressure? I know we saw what happened last time, right, where the R Rod got annihilated, but
Maybe like end of round 19 with the AI ceramics. I'd like more since the round 21 did so poorly last time. Just like mix it up, try something else. I don't know. Well, I mean, or you could just try to go late if you're yellow, which is not something that yellow often does too much. But I mean, you could opt just to try to get up like insane farms, overclocking them, flying fortress, you know, ultra boost. Okay, he's going for rushing.
here's an FBFE. I mean, if you're Armloss, can you defend this with 1 AP plus boost? Zebra's underneath here as well.
Yeah, I just feel like these.
Here comes the
APs
Jerry
haven't
pressure.
been
Here comes the
somewhat
Jerry decoy as well. Really well-timed Jerry decoy. I'm not sure how much it's actually going to do to make this rush defense harder. For F Moabs to beat on I'm Lost side of the screen. He's got a 3XX Druid maybe thinking ready. Oh, he's going to boost right there to defend.
But he
so
had
routine
free
defense there
boosts,
for...
So, I think he's kind of fine.
So routine defense right there for I'm Lost. I think the response there was... oh, wow, look at this. He's going again. Yellow is going again for an FBFB. You think he's going to try and do the same thing he did last... Oh! Tight leads! Yellow's way!
Is he going to
Trying
buy
to defend
it?
without getting the X4X ground zero. Gets the ground zero and defends.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like this pressure that he's sending. He's sending more.
He's doing it again. Yeah, he's doing it again here. I mean, he is stopping him from getting tier 4 farms. I just don't know if this is really the play to win the game.
I don't think he needs 2,600 eco, though, is my point. Like, why not stop at 2K? He's making some of the same mistakes he made last game.
Getting a lot of T-Leds his way here. But he'll defend with double Bally plus the reactor. A 3XX Druid bot for safety. I feel like he probably needed that Druid, actually, based on what was happening.
And he buys that farm. Okay, I guess it's just around 24. Okay, and he uses trees for money. Wow.
I feel like if Yellow tries the same thing he did the previous match with Mir, that I'm Lost can maybe go for like a Spirit of the Forest based angle. I don't know.
He could go for I'm thinking more of
XX4 sub spam, Superstorm. Okay.
Like that little druid right there that's kind of life buffed. I'm kind of eyeing it, looking at it, thinking about it, thinking about making that into a superstorm. Because, like, the thing is, ideally you have enough money where you can first strike one or two of them, and then yellow just sends a bunch of mixed DDTs, fortified and unfortified, and you just get a superstorm up.
Round 26, both players on pins and needles, but no rushes yet. Although actually, you see the 4XX planes on yellow's side, and maybe I'm not too surprised now that Diamoloss is not rushing that.
Yeah, he's in a pretty good position. And see, he's thinking about how he just upgraded that druid. He's been thinking about making it into a superstorm too.
Tight BFB is ready, and the window is definitely passed for yellow to try any choke rushing shenanigans that he may have tried in the previous games. I think we're going to see late game, and I'm concerned about yellow's farms because I don't think he got great eco either. Look at that! Oh, choke rush from yellow!
It's a pressure rush. I was going to say he might send this.
And here comes the second set as well. Trying to force the 5XX farm down, he does.
That's great. That's great. That's exactly what I'm Lost wanted. That's exactly what I'm Lost wanted. This is going perfectly for him. Like, I was just thinking that before round 28 started that you said, oh, he's probably not going to send anything. I was thinking, well, it's not choky at this point. It's more I would consider pressury. What he sent, like, unfortified DDTs around 28. Just forcing a couple. Oh! Ooh, oh, this is all out. This is all out.
Here's an all out!
This is all out,
to win the series! Unlost coming back! 6 DDTs on yellow side of the screen! And we're going to power through! We're going to game 5! We're going to game 5! We're going to game 5, baby! What a play!
Oh, yeah. I think it is the end of the series because it's first is the best of 5, right? And we're 2-2.
That's I'm lost second win.
Yeah,
He needs to
yeah.
win 3. He needs to win. You have to win 3 to win it.
Yeah, exactly. So we're on to the last game, right?
Yep.
That was a good one. Yeah, I mean that's where Druid is weak to like all this, and Yellow knows that. Like Druid sucks to all these fortified, DDT stuff and multiple DDT spam. And I don't think I'm Lost was holding on there forever, but he got a Superstorm buffed enough and a tower boost and enough Popolus up to defend long enough for Yellow to die to the counter DDTs.
With me, I'm gonna pass out if I have to call another one of these photo finishes. It's wild.
That's a good game. That's good. I'm surprised I'm Lost ended up winning that. I don't know why I'm saying I'm surprised because I picked him to win the tournament, but it's just I felt like he was going the worst strategy. But he played it really well, and Yellow fell into a couple of his tricks and traps there, honestly.
Right. So if you're just joining us, we're about to play the deciding Game 5 of Popology Weekly number 29. Both players have already won $10 by making it to the finals. Whoever wins this match is going to win a total of $30 in their purse. The other one taking home just 10. I'm Lost won Game 1, then Yellow won 2 straight. In Game 4, Yellow shot the works at I'm Lost. It was a classic Western-style shootout. Both players sending each other a lot of DDTs. But I'm Lost his rush prevailed, leading us into Game 5 here on Koru.
That'll be a good one. He's Yellow's counter pick here, so this is where he wants to go, right? So he wants to play tack, obviously. He wants to go a shorter map. It looks like I'm Lost might be thinking about going Bomb Wiz Farm. But now he looks like he decided against that and he chose Fedora. So he's going to go tack Mortar Farm.
This could be a mirror right here. Fedora attack Mortar Farm mirror.
Interesting. Interesting. This is our final game. I think I'm Lost should have gone Bomb Wiz Farm. We'll see. I think he's more comfortable with this. He thought it's the grand finals. It's the final match of grand finals of the Popology Weekly number 29. Let me go with something.
And already starting with the difference of opinions in tax spots, Yellow going for the anti-stall spot, while I'm Lost going for the spoon oil spot.
And Yellow also opted just to go straight for attack upgrade there, and basically said, "Yeah, I'm not getting my hero round 1, and neither are you because I'm going this anti-stall spot." So yeah, neither of them get the round 1 heroes. But eventually,
so no
I'm
round 1 Fedora.
And got the top path upgrade too.
Now placing the Fedora here. This is interesting. I'm Lost's Fedora spot here is interesting. Because I always go the yellow spot here, but...
Yeah, yellow spot or... I don't know. I mean, ultimately, I don't really think it matters that much, to be honest with you. I don't really... As long as it is generally, like, has a really good uptime. Which I think both the spots have really good uptime.
It will influence Fedora 7. That's one thing it'll influence here with me.
What do you mean?
Because you know how balloons go faster?
Oh, yeah. Okay, oh, yeah.
Yep. So I'm Lost chose a spot, which leaves him more vulnerable to Fedora 7 boosted rushes at the expensive.
Because that's more of like the AI path where it's on a bit more.
But think about how it like hits more of the start of the loop though.
Yeah, it's the start of the loop versus the back of the loop. It doesn't have as much as the back of the loop, but it does hit some of the start of the loop. So, and I think the start of the loop's less dangerous because you have more like a little bit more time to like react to that. Yeah, but whereas it's a little bit more catching you off guard if it suddenly speeds up is right about to go into the back part of the map. I don't know, but it's. I don't know if they're even really thinking about that or how much thought they put into these spots. I don't know if it matters that much.
Hey, when it comes to mirror matches like this with mirror, every little detail matters, right?
Yeah.
It's the kind of stuff that I wouldn't really give a crap about if it was Bomb Wiz Farm versus Fedora Attack Mortar Farm. But this is a Fedora Attack Mortar Farm mirror right here, a proper mirror that we're looking at. At least I think
I,
it's a proper mirror. I don't see any reason that Yellow would go SPAC here or something weird.
I agree, and I guess I will say I know Yellow's like a very passionate defender of this specific tack spot. I cannot regurgitate his argument. I don't care about his argument. I've heard it a million times, but I've never internalized it, and I don't know exactly what it is. But that nuance, I agree with you, Red Laser, that like he cares about that one. I'm not sure if he's as passionate about the Fedora spot.
I gotcha. I'm lost with the farming lead, 2 times 200 farms versus 1 times. Now Yellow does catch up, gets his second 200 farm. I'm not sure if he got it in time to get the 7, to get the all 7 bananas on this round, but.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of mirrored stuff. Yellow has a third farm up top already.
Difference of opinion here. Yellow third farm, I'm lost mortar.
And so Yellow, okay, a little pressure.
Yeah, here comes the zebras from I'm Lost. It's a wizard on Yellow's side of the screen. It's Tack Wiz Farm versus Tack Mortar Farm in this deciding Game 5.
So he gets the first resource out. Now the question is, does he re-rush? Does he send some like grouped stuff here? Maybe grouped whites. Okay.
Ooh, zebras, then regrow, then grouped whites. And a boost. Boost from
rush
Yellow
through boost?
versus the grouped whites. I'm Lost with the option to pile on
Rushing
purples
through
when
boost.
round 11 rolls around. Here comes
It's
round
no
11.
defense
Boosted
up.
again. Purple's on top. Looking for the Maelstrom. I'm Lost looking for
Here's
the
the
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom.
He is going to get the
No
Maelstrom.
farms. I'm lost has no defense.
Yellow with no farms on his screen. Coming back is Yellow.
I'm lost boost to literal air. I'm lost doesn't have camo yet.
That's a huge misplay from I'm Lost right there with Mir.
I'm lost boost to literal air. He still has Fedora 3. He could sell it.
Yellow sells the Maelstrom. Is he going to buy another farm?
Gonna re-rush. He needs a mail. He needs a mail. He knows
Big
he needs a
re-rush
mail.
right here. Maelstrom from I'm Lost to defend. Both players broke. Another rush from
Fedora
Yellow.
3 is not
Fedora
enough.
3 coming
Fedora
out. He's
3
going
is
to need
not
a
enough.
Maelstrom
Fedora 3
to
is
win the
not enough.
game. Yellow's got it. He's got it.
Oh,
no,
nice.
No.
Clutch
He's
mail,
got
not
it.
a Kieran
I'm
mail.
Lost is still in it.
Another
In a
mail.
Maelstrom trap is I'm Lost.
Well, I'm lost counter.
Somehow
I'm
we
lost
got
has
the
Fedora
Maelstroms in
3
time.
and boost. I'm lost has boost and Fedora 3.
No defense on the other side of the screen. I'm Lost holding on to the Maelstrom. Yellow with no
this is
farms. It's
counter.
just a Necro. Just
I'm
a
Lost has
Necro on
boost.
Yellow's side of the screen. Can I'm Lost boost?
I'm lost
and
wins.
Rush
I'm lost
win?
wins. I'm lost
Here it
wins.
is for the win. Here it is.
Oh,
He's
there
done
it
it.
is. There
He's
it
done it. He's done it. Yes.
Cameras.
Yes.
Cameras on
Yes.
top.
I'm Lost wins. I'm Lost wins. Yes.
I
game.
called it. I called it. I called it. All you doubters, all you people who say like he can't just come back and just like win any tournament. Nah, it's like the easiest $30 I'm lost has ever made. On God. There it is. There it is. So whatever we ended up betting, Red Laser, you owe me. Cause
You're right with me. I tell you what. I mean,
Yeah.
he played great. I mean, he absolutely that was an incredible execution of rushing right there. Right at that very end, what it came down to, Yellow sent the whole works, and I'm Lost held steady, and then he piled on a classic right there. You go R-Rod into Maelstrom, and then you pile on the camo purples right at the very end. So you got Yellow looking stupid, mauling those camo purples, and meeting his untimely demise.
Oh, he's showing off his medals now. He's having a medal showcase. Can you show us the season 1 top 10? I'm lost. Can we get a season 1 top 10? Are you listening to the stream? Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool one. It's one of my favorites. But yeah. Anyway, congratulations to I'm Lost. Congratulations to Yellow, everyone coming out. Congratulations to you, Red Laser, for commentating with me. It's a privilege.
That was
A privilege
blast,
for me as
dude.
well, though. I enjoy my
Yeah,
time.
I tell you what, it's always a privilege calling these Popology weekly tournaments. This was some of the most exciting series of matches. I've unfortunately lost my voice from all that, and
Okay.
I still got to go in tomorrow into the gym and do leg day. And whenever you lift a bunch of heavy weights, you got to do a bunch of like grunting and stuff. I'm not gonna be able to do all that grunting, So I'm gonna be in there like doing my tuner, whatever, doing my squats, and I'm gonna sound like a sissy the whole way through. But it's fine. We'll get through it. So.
Well, good luck with that. But Yeah, it's been good. Red Laser catching up, and everyone, thanks for coming out. Emil, thanks for hosting, and yeah, GG's everyone. Fun.
Woo.
All right. See you later.
Yeah. See you later, Withmere. So that's the end of Popology Weekly number 29. I'm Lost taking the $30 prize, grand prize home. Yellow gets to take home $10. Again, big thank you to Ziny Z for the prize pool for this week's tournament. Big thank you to Emil Playing for hosting this tournament. And a big thank you to you, the viewer, for tuning in and watching those action-packed games. We had a lot of action-packed games. It's going to take a lot of time to sort through all the highlights on this one. So, whew, that was a blast. But yeah, Emil Payne, I'll be out of here. You should probably find someone to raid. I'll look through and just try and sift through and just find some cool clips to share from that tournament. It was good stuff. So, thanks guys. I'll catch y'all around.